walks over to where the cows are eating, and it throws the cows, and the cows start eating it. He's like, voila.
I feel like the best one was there's oh man, what's his name? He's the comedian, the pale comedian.
There's a lot of comedians that are pale.
The original pale comedian does a bit about Hot Pockets and stuff like that.
Carrot Top?
Carrot Top? No.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what his name is, but he does a bit about bacon, and he says, you know, you get pigs are amazing. You know, you give them an apple, essentially garbage, and they give you bacon.
Yeah, why do they stuff the mouth on a roast with an apple or something?
To signify them giving you pork.
Yeah, but I mean,
because who's eating that apple? Nobody.
But pigs do turn apples into. No, they don't turn it into pork, but it feeds the pork. It feeds the sausage, and it feeds the.
Jim Gaffigan?
Jim Gaffigan, thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry, I looked up white comedians.
She is our fact checker for this episode.
I also am the one that tags your sponsors and stuff when you mention them. When I remember to listen, I've been bad the last couple weeks.
Life responsibility.
Responsibility.
How's the eye?
I mean, it's in my head.
Well, that's good.
How's your eye level?
Yeah, that evened out.
That evened out?
Yeah.
I don't have the
so
water,
now you
I don't
can't.
have the water line anymore.
Now you can't just look at something and be like, well, that's level, and that's not.
I'm hireable by construction crews anymore. Sorry, guys.
Nice. Awesome. All right, well, welcome back to the Bench Racing Podcast. No pressure, because it is a night to honor Wilmot's best with the Benchie Awards. Woo!
The Benchies.
The Benchies. If you don't know, we were
paying homage to
The Office.
Yeah. The Dundies.
The Dundies. Yeah, but they're not. But this is more official. Way more official than the Dundies.
I mean, it would be more official had we gotten the shirts we were supposed to get today, but
some idiot forgot to order them last week.
And then
me.
I was able to order them last minute, and then they didn't come.
No.
So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna be fancy, but we're classy fancy. Another line from the Office. Jim. Oh man, so
Déclassé.
Déclassé, yeah. That's not.
Ooh, that's French.
Classy enough. Oh man, what's up? Like I said, the Benchies tonight. We have Brandon Horswell in studio, obviously. Our special guest, Michael Olsen. Thank you so much for coming on
this nice, gloomy, rainy day.
Oh yeah. Hell of a drive to get here.
Did you get it up on the bars?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. As long as you got it up on the bars.
Never set it down.
Yeah, never let her go down. Just all the way up. We also have Autumn, who's trying not to giggle, and Maddie in studio. Thank you, ladies. Team Crane, let's go. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. We have a great show coming up. Like I said, we are big into The Office. So we are going to start this season with the Michael Scott One of Everything drink. Michael Scott. Michael Olsen. I sent you the clip. What do you think of the drink?
I'm glad this garbage can's right here.
Yep. We have a bunch of chasers here. So Brandon's going to be starting to mix that. We're going to start it off with the season 2, but we're going to cap off season 2 with this.
One shot of triple sec?
Yep. So we got a shot of triple sec. What else we got?
We got a shot of some rum.
Ooh, rum. This is almost 100% accurate. The only thing is we don't have Splenda.
We didn't have Splenda.
No.
I could have stole some from work.
Ah!
I was like, I could have brought some had I thought of it.
All right, that's it. Cancel the show. We'll redo it. Go get the Splenda.
Got a shot of single malt Scotch whiskey.
Ooh, man.
And technically, we didn't go with something else because nobody has absinthe apparently in small shots. So
it's like $100.
I got Jaeger because it tastes pretty much close to the same.
Do you want a drink?
Sure.
No. Okay. This is what our
some
fans...
London Dry Gin.
Ooh, London Dry Gin. That London Dry Gin.
I love
there we go.
gin.
Nope.
This is gonna help us get through at least the first 3 awards.
This is making more than I thought it was gonna make.
It is.
Now I'm like, okay,
y'all might have to drink it.
We might have to.
I'll take the little cup.
The little cup.
We got some vermouth.
Vermouth.
Got a nice shot of vermouth here.
Yep.
I'm surprised these are glass bottles, man.
Yeah. Well, it's classic. That's a fancy organic.
Oh my gosh.
Ingredients.
This is
That
starting to
looks
look-
disgusting. Oh my goodness.
Kinda
Maybe we
looks
should have
like
ended
toilet
with the.
water.
We should have ended the show with this because. Oh man.
And finally, shot of Jaeger
Jaeger.
because we couldn't get absinthe.
Yeah.
I'm already pretty excited to watch this back and see the
Oh man,
disgusting look on my face while I'm watching you make this.
And
this
this
is
is
gonna be
what.
something else, man. I'm telling you,
And this is what everyone
it's
who
taking on a very nice color.
joined the live right at 7. This is your.
Present.
Yeah, this is your present.
Your Christmas present.
Yeah, Christmas came
Give
early.
it I mean, I'm surprised that the spoon isn't melting.
It almost looks like syrup, but it's not. I mean,
It
like
does
the
look like
color.
maple syrup. Yeah, I can tell you from here that it doesn't smell like it though.
Okay. Yeah, we were gonna.
We don't need have to use that whole measuring glass. Just
Yeah.
He would like 1/8 of a finger of that.
Yeah. Oh my
one,
goodness.
one tongue dip, please.
Yep.
You want to take a whiff of that first?
Oh. Let me get. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You want to take a whiff?
Hey, if anyone's sick, this will clear out the sinuses.
No.
It's like I mean, this is like verging on like hot toddy right here.
Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't say anything about like you have to drink your full glass before, because like I'm like yeah, just
That's good.
that's
Going up to that first
Oh,
I'll
my
take
line.
one
goodness,
for the
first
team.
line.
Throw me a little bit in that shot glass.
yeah. Oh,
I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I won't
Oh,
make
boy.
it hang
All right.
long. I'm
This is
sure
gonna
you
be a
got
sipper.
women in this.
while I still have my tongue working right. What's up, Beth? What's up, DC from Indy? Elliot, Maddie's in studio.
Little L.
Oh man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ziggy's up.
I'm not drinking all
Yeah,
this.
I'm not good. I don't know. It's actually
Not as bad as
No,
no.
Not as.
Yeah.
If it was cold, it'd be a lot better. Even.
It is actually pretty smooth.
Yeah, I might have you top me off.
That's actually not as
A
bad as I
little
thought
bit
it
of
would
Coke
be.
might make that great.
That would go good with a little bit of Coke. Maybe even some 7-Up or some Sprite. Just a little drip.
Because when I looked up the ingredients, there were people that made this drink actually taste good with like putting soda and some other stuff in there.
Yeah.
Man, that's
That's
actually
fine,
not bad.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
a Long
I'm not-
Island iced tea,
Yeah.
no.
I did the whole thing just
Oh,
for
there
you
you go.
guys.
Oh, way to go.
I don't think.
Yeah, that's.
There it is.
There it is.
There's the cinnamon.
Yeah, the last bit gets you pretty good.
wait. Oh, if you want to, dude.
I don't know if I want to soil the Mountain Dew though, but
The garbage can.
we'll give
is
it a
right
try.
there.
Let's see.
Oh man.
Whoa, why is that clear? In a purple can, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's the
It's the mystery.
voodoo
Oh,
mystery.
okay.
It's actually pretty good. I will say I
Alright.
have enjoyed it.
How's your guys' stomachs?
It's fine. I mean, I felt a little heartburn, but that's about it.
'Cause mine's feeling good. It feels warm, cozy.
Well, if any of my street stock pals from the 141 Fall Classics are in here, you might see 141 Michael here very shortly.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Passing the rest of that.
Yeah, passing the rest of that. We got some
That's
silver
not bad.
bullets here. We got
It's
some
not
silver.
bad. It's not a bad mixture.
It
It's
is.
not a bad mixture.
You see, knowing what that Mountain Dew tastes and that monster of a drink mix tastes like, can't see those two going together. But I'm not gonna try. Because I really want to
Needs
keep.
his tongue to work.
I mean, this isn't going good. I mean, this probably is going to be rough for me because I haven't eaten since like noon.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
So
You're gonna get After Dark, Brandon, and you're gonna get 141 Michael. Let's check the comments here. Let's see, we got Hunter. You missed it. You could have had a one of everything drink with
hey,
us.
Hunter, start walking. I got some right here for you.
It'll keep you warm on the way home.
Yeah.
Because man, my stomach does feel warm. It's
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
It's nice. Mark Prober. Can we get this as a drink at the concession stand? Call it jumping the cushion. Yes.
We'll call that over the turn 3 wall.
Scoreboard.
Yeah,
Into the scoreboard. Like yeah.
Scoreboard.
Yes. It
Full
sounds
send.
really bad. It smells
Full
really
send.
bad. Full send. There you go.
Well,
No
yeah,
regrets.
there
No
No
regrets.
Not even one letter.
Yeah. It's it smells horrible. Looks horrible. Taste
Not
bad.
terrible. Yeah, yeah.
not bad. But we're still
not as bad as you would think.
yeah. But we are still using the word bad to describe it. So
Yeah.
We didn't say it's super or great or excellent. It's just
Yeah.
not bad.
It's not bad.
We didn't even call it good.
Nice. All right, we got Summer here. We're here, Michael. Let's go. Who's Summer?
That's Blake Cruiser's fiance.
Oh, Blake Cruiser. He might be coming up in the show for some awards.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Never know.
Never know.
Can't tell secrets.
Yeah. Well, for one, the fan votes, I have no idea, too, because actually compiled all that information for me, so I still don't even know who the fan voted awards are going to. Drink Up from Summer, Ryan Matthew, or Tiny Horse, sorry. That name always throws me off. Because I don't know him as Ryan Johnson. I know him as Tiny Horse. Not even a letter. So, in regards to what we've been talking
No
about.
regrets.
Oh, no regrets. There you go.
Not even a single letter.
Not even a single letter. Nope. There you go. I need to watch that movie again. That's a good movie. All right, so let's get into the show. So normally we go into a little bit about our special guest, but with tonight being the Benchies, and Michael Olsen actually volunteering for this at the Fall Classic, which was great. That was a great
A lot
night.
of this was involved.
Yeah. He said that because I was like, I'm looking for someone to come in to do the Benchies with me, but they can't be afraid to stroke the feathers the wrong way. They can't be afraid. They can be like, but yeah. And he's like, I'll do it. I'm like, are you sure? I messaged him the next day after I knew it wore off, and he's like, yeah, I'm still down.
Not even a single letter.
Not even a single letter. He's in it. So we're just going to do a quick hot lap here of our guest and a little bit more about Brandon, what he's been up to. So, got to switch papers here because, yeah, fancy like that. Michael, you drove Street Stocks.
Yep.
But you are working with CJ Malik Racing.
Yep.
So how did that come from Street Stocks to work crewing on the car?
Well, I semi-retired from racing in 2018, and I just really started enjoying drinking in the stands, and all of a sudden last year I had the opportunity to drive for somebody, and that went fairly well, and then that kind of fell apart over the winter, and Garrett, who was here last week, he's my best friend, and we kind of all just became friends, and now I think we make a heck of a race team. So
definitely difficult for one of the
Good
awards.
thing, right?
Yeah. So when you were in a Street Stock, you were number 9?
yes.
Why number 9?
My father was 9. My grandfather was 9 for a bit, and I wasn't gonna be. And then it was like April 4th, 2012, about 6 days before my first race, and I didn't have a number picked out or stickers made or nothing. And I said, well, I guess we're just going to be 9 because that's the only thing I can think of right now.
Nice. Any nicknames?
Oli. Yeah.
Oli! D for Andy. Sorry, that's what I just went to. It's the office. Nice. And then when, obviously you own your Street Stock and driving for people, you worked on the Street Stock, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The difference between the Street Stock and working on a sprint car?
Tremendous.
And
I would work on 35 sprint cars before I worked on another Street Stock.
Yeah. Sorry, Blake. But no, Street Stocks are cool. They are really cool. I like being on the grandstand side and watching Street Stocks, drink a beer, because, yeah. Kill them! Dump them! I love doing that.
Well, sometimes it's better to be in the pits because the aftermath of the race sometimes is better than the race.
Autumn was there for that one.
I mean, been there, done that. Had my helmet throws, but, I mean, they get really juicy now. So.
Yeah, Street Stocks are the barn burners.
I was gonna say the last one I remember being at, they had to haul in a Street Stock with the bulldozer.
Bulldozer, bulldozer. Oh, that's such a good one. And then, Michael, what do you do for work? This is one of Ashley's favorite questions that I ask.
I am the field service supervisor for Fabian Caterpillar.
Wow.
Okay.
So that machine that was carrying that car,
Yeah.
if it went down, I would send a technician to fix it.
Okay.
Wow. Nice.
What do you do for fun not at work? And not racing.
Work on race cars, golf. I like to golf. And
okay.
I have a slightly more gambling problem than I do a drinking problem.
I was about to say probably better, but
they're both really expensive.
Yeah, I was going to say they're both really expensive.
Well, then you mix racing with it, you hit the trifecta.
Especially if you're at the casino. Gosh, man, I remember the one time I went, we spent like $20 on a slot machine and like $20 on 2 drinks, and I was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Brandon, what have you been up to? Because, man,
I
don't even remember the last time you've been in studio.
Oh man, I don't even know.
Only
I mean, not in studio,
year.
but the live event probably was the last
live
one
event.
I
Yeah,
bet.
that's.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone's probably like, where the heck has he been? Yeah, I mean, I had a kid back in April.
You look great, by the way.
Thank you. I've been working on my shape. Roundy's a shape, right?
Yep.
Just a lot of sleepless nights and dealing with, it was, I mean, we started, but obviously I wasn't on before the kid because Angela had a rough pregnancy, and then the birth was not as smooth as Dean, so a little bit more rough, but, she got through it. No medical anything after the birth, but, Jack's had his difficulties in life, so, nothing medical, thankfully, but, just requiring us to bottle feed him, which means
more time.
Getting up most of the time throughout the night to feed him and help out. So
I'm really looking forward to that aspect come February.
I know
March.
You're about to be.
What
there.
a great birthday present!
It's
You get to wake up at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so excited though. I'm like,
wow. It's exciting. I mean, Jack just literally. So now he's 7 months. So last month, at 6 months, he already started crawling. And because Dean, I don't think started crawling until way later.
Well, I think that's got something to do with just being the younger brother.
No, it does.
Like,
you want to keep up with the older brother. Oh man,
the older brother.
But I will tell you this:
slow.
This
so I couldn't add enough the correct amount of awards. I didn't have an older brother to try to overachieve.
I will say this though: that child has the most food envy of any kid I have ever seen. The way he'll just watch me eating food.
He's a foodie.
He wants to eat.
Like a dog.
Literally, he will literally
You look at the camera. It'll help with the camera. There you go.
Literally, he'll just sit there and watch us eat, and I'm like, he wants to try it, but literally he'll just suck because he just got his first tooth maybe a week or two ago. Wow. But I'm like, dude, you can't eat this, and I know you want to. Mm-hmm. Sit there eating, some steak or something, and he's just like, I want that. I'm like, I know you do, but you can only have the bottle right now.
Well, he's not too far behind. Probably in the next year he'll be eating steak, helping you grill.
I mean, I've seen some pretty good
first
birthday pictures. It's like instead of a birthday cake, they give him this giant porterhouse steak or something, and he's just like, ah.
Can I be invited to that? That sounds delicious.
It does sound
As a starving race car driver, I would appreciate that.
After that drink, it sounds really good.
Yeah,
I know,
seriously. Gotta make that burn work for it, man. Whew. Oh man. So usually we spend 25 minutes with our backgrounds of our guests, but we're going to move on because we have quite the show for you, the Benchies. Woohoo! We have 27 awards to give out. If you earn an award, get an award, please message me if you want your trophy, and I will have it made for you. I didn't want to make 27 awards that only have 2 people be like, I want it, because our great partner, RevTech Manufacturing, is going to be making them.
Nice.
So if you get an award, please let me know. I will get it to you as soon as possible. We have 3 categories of awards, so that way we are not just kind of narrow-minded on one set here. So we have Up for Discussion, Statistical, and Fan Voted. Which is going to be great. I'm looking forward to all 3 of these. So Up for Discussion, basically what's going to happen is Brandon is going to be the deciding vote, and me and Michael here, I want to say Michael Scott for whatever reason. But Michael Olsen, we have our nominee, and we got to talk Brandon into coming to our side versus the other side. So that will be fun. Because, in November, that's debate month. Every 4 years, so I feel like that's pretty good. Statistical is just based off of cold hard stats, because I think that there's drivers that deserve awards for those.
Facts don't care about feelings.
They don't. So if you wish that you did better statistically, well, try better. And then fan voted, which are in these envelopes. Ashley wrote them out, sealed them, so I have no idea.
None of us know.
None of us know. Yep. When you know, that's the first time we know. So we're really looking forward to those. So those are the fan voted. 207 people voted.
Wow.
So
awesome.
Thank you guys so much. And before we get into the people that didn't win a fan vote. I'm just saying none of these nominees are anything that I put in, or Brandon, or obviously Michael. So just to be nominated means someone nominated you for an award. So that just speaks to your character, which that should be like a heat race win.
Yeah.
You know, not a feature win, but hey, a heat race win.
And if you didn't see someone's name when you were voting, well, then you should have been a part of the early vote to nominate them.
Exactly.
Most tracks you get a sticker for heat race one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Boom. Yeah, I don't even know how many people were nominated. I'm at least guessing 60 for 8 awards. So we'll look at that after. So we'll get into our first award category, I guess. There we go. Presented by Next Gen Pumps, veteran-owned, American-made, warranty like no other. If you need some pumps or Hoosier tires, check out Tom Brown in Silver Lakes. So this is up for discussion. So like I said, real quickly, happy birthday, Beth. Yes. I wanted to say that while we were doing the kind of backgrounds, and then but I just ADHD. Boom. Happy birthday, Beth. Hopefully we can make a good present by your fan vote.
Open.
So we're up for discussion. Like I said, me and Michael are trying to persuade Brandon into voting for ours. And then we are each going to be kind of like bringing up so that everyone's kind of talking here too. Yep. Facebook, if you're watching, comment if there's something that you want to say that might persuade either one of us to a different event or something, or drive or team. Comment, and we will check that out. Mm-hmm. All right, so the very first one, which is why we had to have the one of everything so I could get through this. Crybaby of the Year.
You know who you are.
There's multiple. But this award goes to the individual who can never be positive about any situation. I have, and again, these are for fun too, so don't take it personally, but I have Ryan Zelski. I'm sorry, but he doesn't even smile for his victory lane photos. I'm sorry, I love you, Ryan, but and I love racing you, but yeah, so Crybaby of the Year, I got Ryan Zelski.
All right. Disclosure here. Don't want to hurt any feelings. There's a little bit of alcohol involved.
Mm-hmm. We're having fun. This is fun.
We're having fun. I have 2 for this category, and I couldn't decide. I have a driver and I have a fan.
Oh. There was a fan that came up, and I'm like, no. Someone else might bring it up.
All right, I'll start with my driver, and again, zero offense to you whatsoever. This is strictly based off of a quote that's on the side of your wing, a select few of your Facebook posts, and an occasional...
Dang, he put thought into this.
Yeah,
an occasional yelling storm.
I think you already might have lost, Eric.
So my number 1, or this is actually my number 2 nomination is Ralph Johnson. Sorry, Ralph.
Okay. Let me hear number 1.
Number 1, the fan. If you have Facebook, if you follow the Wilmot Raceway Facebook page, you have probably seen this gentleman complain about the campgrounds, the track conditions, how many fans are in the stands, the members of the fair board.
But does he bring any fans? Before I know who this is, does he bring any fans? So is he really helping the situation? No. Or is he just bashing?
Because you kind of got to show up. You could bring one fan at least, right?
Yeah. Think about that. If
you bring more fans.
Like if there's 500 people there, if each one brought a fan, you double in size. That's 1,000. Right? Right? Okay. Right. So go on. I think I know which way I'm leaning.
My first nomination, Mr. Checkered Flag himself, Bill Barty.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's who I kind of thought too. Oh.
Again, no offense.
Okay, so I feel bad if I'm going up against Ralph Johnson for Crybaby of the Year because I don't think he cries that much.
It wasn't more. The reason that I picked Ralph was strictly because of the wing quote. Hashtag bring Nick back.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's people that wear their shirts at the Wisconsin Wingless Streaming, so
yes.
Yeah, okay.
That was strictly, and the only reason I did it was because I didn't want to come here with just a fan as my nomination. I feel like that's
yeah, gotcha.
And honestly, we're gonna let Brandon decide, but
yeah,
I'm okay giving it to Ryan. Simply because there's a little bit of history there.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Facebook. I see Daryl first said, "Oh crap." Well, he didn't say crap.
He said shapoopy.
He said poo poo. We're only allowed one swear word on this show, and Brandon gets to say it. So, does anyone else have any, real quickly? Anyone that they would nominate for Crybaby of the Year award? Again, this is just for fun. This isn't to hurt people's feelings. But I feel like when you go to the banquet, it's always like Driver of the Year, Most Improved, Rookie of the Year. Like, I think. Thanks for tagging them. Hi, Ryan. I stand by my nomination. Ashley,
Can't
here.
argue with it.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, guys, this is just for fun. We're not bashing anybody. It's just, again, just a different perspective on awards, which is why we had to drink that really weird concoction to get through these first three. So there's 2 more coming up that are going to be pretty good.
And multiple beers.
Yeah. So Brandon, I said Zelski. He said Barty or Johnson.
Imagine I didn't even say Ralphie.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. See, I know enough situations because I've been on the Facebook page multiple times and I've seen what you're talking about. Give me some situations that have happened this year.
Wow.
Wait, let me get this spoon out because I'm stirring the pot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have another shot.
You want some more? We got some more.
No. That thing made me feel really warm.
I think there's a
You're
little bit
pretty
we
red.
can elaborate on this, though. I mean,
Yeah, I can elaborate.
If we're stirring the pot on this first one a little bit, it's not so much Ryan. It's more, for being honest, it's more his brother.
His twin.
Yeah.
Well, no. Okay, so
Trace would agree.
don't.
Ryan just likes the comments. Kevin's the one that says them.
Yeah, I guess. Well, okay. So I guess I used a little bit of like personal messages back and forth, which I shouldn't. I shouldn't be using those as a way to grade, but yeah.
Okay, well, let's even say, let's leave Facebook out of it. Let's say in-person stuff you hear at the track.
Well, he doesn't show up anymore.
Oh, well, there you go.
He had a temper tantrum. Wait! We're having fun. We're having fun. We're having fun.
Oh, man. It's gotta be Bill, I think.
Bill?
Wow.
Whoa,
Because I have seen enough of them. Like you said, I've seen the complaints on Facebook and... Oh, boy.
Oh, we got... Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
What do we think about that?
I feel it... all right, so we have Beth nominate Sivia. I don't know. I think Sivia, though, can be... Not necessarily different people around different people, but he can more negotiate where you don't feel like it's more constructive, I guess.
Let's not go too far into that.
Yeah, let's not go too far, but yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
keep it
that's
fun.
a good one.
Yeah.
Ashley, how are we going to get through 27 awards?
Right.
These.
Bufflin.
These.
This and what's left of the concoction.
Not that.
I promise you. It might help your beer.
Yeah. All right. Final Crybaby of the Year goes to Bill Barty. Bill Barty, the party. We still love you.
Yes. Congratulations.
All in
Yeah,
good
congratulations.
Because
You
you
got-
won an award and you can get
A trophy
the
or a
trophy
plaque.
for it. Yeah.
All right, Brandon.
Okay. Our next award goes to our one swear word of the night, Shit Talker of the Year. What that means is this award goes to the individual who's always bringing other drivers, tracks, series, etc. down, in a sense, shit talking.
Boom.
So technically that's 2 swear words.
Yeah, we're probably going to have like 3 or 4 more of those.
Right?
Before the
Because
show's
I think
over.
PG-13 you only get 1 swear word, right? So
Yeah.
now we've moved up.
Yeah, we moved up to... Was it?
Yeah, but the stuff they're putting on TV nowadays.
Oh, I know.
That's not even PG-13.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they got rid of that. Like half the time they do like TV 14 now, or
Right.
MA.
14's a big difference from 13.
Yeah.
Right. That year makes a total difference. They can handle that extra swear word without exploding their heads.
All right, Michael, kick us off with Shit Talker of the Year.
Who do you got for me? Who do you got?
So this was my hardest one. I sat and I thought, and I actually didn't come up with my nominee until, or should I say my co-nominees, until today.
He's got options.
Yeah.
Nope, it's one award to two people.
Oh.
So it's a tag team.
And if they win, I want to see joint custody. One gets it on the weekends, one gets it during the weeks. So with that being said, my joint custody shit talker of the year nominee is Alan Hafford and Jimmy Sivia.
Oh, let's go! Yes. Oh man.
My reasoning behind it is that is the duel to end all duels. Best friends turned enemies. In person, social media, behind each other's backs, you name it, they did it.
Oh gosh.
Ooh. I don't even know if my I mean, I'm gonna say it. I gotta say it.
You gotta say it.
Yeah, I gotta say it. But like, that persuaded. Yeah, I think that got me even. I have Swerve.
Oh, not
Because
bad.
every time I go down to Indy, he's always putting something about cherry picking, which is fine. Thank you for paying me through commenting on the crane racing. I love it. He's my biggest contributor. So thank you, Swerve. But every single time, there's always something he's got to say smart about. They don't have enough cars or this or that, or I'm cherry picking, which is, I mean, fine. I don't care.
A dub's a dub.
A dub's a dub. But I mean, I'm just saying though, again, when you can either show up to Wisconsin Wingless where everyone's got the same exact equipment and you're racing for $625. By the way, thank you, Chris Klemko, for the $625 for the Wisconsin Wingless features. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And you're going to race against 24 cars, which you could honestly say 18 of them could win a feature.
Yeah.
16 of them have at least won a feature, even if that's not in the current year, but 13 of them won features this year. So really, you're just kind of like, oh man, I'm going to show up and hopefully get the draw that's going to put us somewhere close to the front, or go down to Indy with the Circle City Steel Box or the American Sprint Car Tour, and you're going to race for $1,000 or $800, and only 12 cars or 14 cars show up. And most of the track conditions, Circle City is a little different, but most of the track conditions with the American Sprint Car Tour is more towards the fender stuff, so it's a little bit more slicker, stuff like that, which obviously lower horsepower works. So that's why I'm like, well, I'm going to go make more money doing that than staying up here. But every time he comments, which is great, love it, because I clap back. And you know, like when you want to be nice and you try to be nice to everybody, and then someone gives you a reason to be mean, and you're like, thank you, I can clap back.
I'm a supervisor. I do that every day.
You're just like, yes. Sometimes when he says a comment, I'm like, oh, I'm going for it now. I'm going for it. So
You're just waiting for that approval to jump on it.
Yes. All right. So I said Swerve for the comments on Facebook. He said the twins.
I feel like we have an uncontested winner. I feel like his is the obvious choice.
Alrighty. So, well, we're gonna have to put Nessa at the end of Shit Talkers.
Oh, now we're up to 3. Snap.
3? Yeah. Sorry.
And like I said,
sorry.
if you guys choose to take the award, I really do want to see photos on Facebook of the joint custody going on here.
So one award for both of them.
Them?
Oh man. Okay. And then the last.
Ask them to make it special where it can like break in half or something.
You know what's funny was like for this one I was gonna have the poop emoji as the award.
You know the old school like best friends necklaces
with
that
the
fit
poop
together?
with the poop.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah, you know what? That's what we're gonna make
Together,
it.
it's a whole award.
It's not gonna be an award. We're gonna have a custom best friends necklace that's in the shape of a poop. It comes, it breaks in half, and they can each wear it to the track. And when they come together,
All right, so
we got them already.
Yeah. So before, let's go.
Even better, you can get the bracelets that have the magnets, so they can hold hands with each other, and then they connect when they're holding hands.
By the way, real quickly, Jimmy, thank you so much. Like these first 3 awards, I was like, ooh, like I want to do it because they're fun and we're gonna have fun doing awards. But I was like, I hope the person receiving them has a sense of humor. So thank you, Jimmy, for having a sense of humor. Got to give you props for that. Shay here. What's up, boys? What's up, Shay? Thank you for tuning into the Benchies. All right, we have Michael here coming up for the next award.
All right, so our next award is the Social Media Post of the Year. This award goes to the individual or individuals who made that one post everyone talked about and still remembers to this day. It might still be up,
Or
might be taken down, or deleted,
Oh,
or
gosh.
removed by Facebook.
Yeah.
Or voluntold. Okay, so I'll go first. Man, I'm sorry, D. Wade, man. That one in February. I have the receipt, but I'm not going to read it verbatim. Otherwise, it sounds like I had too much to drink. So he was drunk when he did it. But, man, that post, it was at my dad's cousin's birthday. We're in Twin Lakes. And Nathan and I are just scrolling Facebook because we were playing pool. And it was like, we were like, oh, my gosh. Screenshot. Look at this. So basically, I gotta give it to. I would like to give it to Dan Wade because out of all that, he was talking crap about engine builders, promoters, some other drivers, and the best part was he was man enough to tag them in it.
Nice. Props.
So that's the one I gotta give.
Okay, but real question though, is it still up?
No.
He was voluntold.
Oh, he was voluntold to take it down.
But I have another one.
Oh gosh.
I forgot this is one that I have too. The other one was John Curcio's. That fat in the right rear of Sivia. Now, really quickly, I want to caveat this real quickly. The whole thing with the Sivia Marshall crash, Marshall was hurt. The next person that got into him was going to have that like career-ending sprint car thing.
This is so weird right now.
This is so weird right now.
This is,
Like, yes, Jimmy
Is
did
that on
not.
your list?
You'll see why.
Yeah, so Jimmy, did he put his car in the best spot? No. But at the same time, Tim Cox could have wheel hopped into Marshall and flipped Marshall and then drag. So, excluding that, that's just part of racing. If you're hurt and you're racing, you can't be mad at someone else. But the way that John Curcio screenshotted Jimmy Sivia's post, so it's not Jimmy Sivia's post, but the way that John Curcio did it, I was like, ooh, that's chef's kiss. But that one is still up as far as I'm aware.
All right. So I have two as well, and
Man.
I went a different route with mine.
Okay.
I think I went a little sentimental on one, and then I think I went with one that might have raised the most heck. Watching my language.
Yeah, there you go.
already.
You can say hell. You can say
Not
hell.
one single letter.
Yeah.
Raised the most hell on Facebook, maybe this season. So my number one is Ryan Marshall's retirement post.
Ooh, yep. That
Like I said, went a different route with it.
that's a good. That's
Sad, unexpected, shocking.
very shocking.
Still disappointed to this day, some might say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no arguing, and there's no arguing, period, on my end about what happened that may or may not have caused it.
Mm-hmm.
The argument that I have to it is that Ryan was easily a crowd favorite. He was beloved by a lot of fans, a lot of other drivers, and it was sad to see.
Mm-hmm.
My more on the off the deep end one is not a driver, not a fan.
Ooh.
Wilmot Raceway's
I knew where this is going.
Fall Classic payouts post,
Oh.
because of the absolute uproar that it created across maybe 100 Facebook pages, maybe 100.
Just sharing it. Everyone's like, what?
Yes.
For real. He's not wrong.
Very in the middle here. I have my reasons why I think it was okay. I have my reasons why I think it might have been a little wrong.
Wow, I like it because I went with more of the jazz hands.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you went more with the because I was thinking too, like social media posts as I'm writing it, I'm like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad situation,
Right.
Mhm.
like Marshall. So I'm glad you went that way. And then your track one too. I never even thought of a track.
That hit my head today. I had Ryan Marshall sewn up for my nominee for weeks since you sent me the list.
Mm-hmm.
It was Ryan Marshall was the post of the year.
Boom.
And then I was sitting at work today and I came up with the Alan Hafford Jimmy Sivia one.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy crap. That might have been the post of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was thinking kind of like you were right off the bat with that one was like just some crazy post, but like you're right. I was like, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like could be any post, just whatever's most remembered.
I mean, I could almost conceive my nominations to the Ryan Marshall one. But like I could, but
is it possible to give fun and sad social media posts of the year?
Like the jazz hand ones? And then,
I think fun definitely goes to Dan Wade because
I
forgot about that when you said it. That might be the most iconic post to ever exist on Facebook.
Oh, man. And the sad part is Dan Wade's at a meeting right now, so he's not even going to see it for the...
He's going to be riding to work, so I was like...
What? I think that's fine. We can do two. Like it's a double award, right?
We'll do
fun and then memorable.
You're memorable. I like memorable. Yeah. All right. So memorable
definitely has to be the Ron Marshall.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's gonna come up again in the awards, which is gonna be crazy when we get to that point too. So that's gonna be Ryan Marshall Racing.
Was he my first show, Ryan Marshall?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was my first. He was the first when we double teamed it.
Yep. That's what she said. All right, go. All right, go. So who gets it?
Please move on.
Dan Wade.
Dan Wade has to have the fun one. Memorable definitely goes to Ryan Marshall.
So congratulations to Dan Wade.
Both Dan Wade and Ryan Marshall?
Yeah. So
Nice.
Dan Wade gets the fun one.
And then
I'm not condoning the blow up.
Right.
Post. I'm not condoning it, but like it's kind of funny because no one wants to talk about it.
It was iconic.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So real quickly, we have Stewie Jeffries Motorsports watching from Australia. Love your work, boys.
Nice.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Nice.
What? I'm just curious because I know Australia is like way ahead of the time zone.
Well, they're really big on drift car racing and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what some of the
Well,
first
he races non-wing sprint
Yeah,
cars.
non-wing
Yeah.
cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yep. So, Stewie, what time is it? I'm just kind of curious because it is 7:40 p.m. on Monday. So I think it's Tuesday there.
I'm gonna say it's 9:40 a.m. Tuesday.
9:40
Yeah, I don't know. I know what time it is in Germany right now, but that's about it. That's because
The motherland?
I work with a lot of people in Germany.
The motherland.
The motherland.
The motherland. All right.
Deutschland.
The Deutschland. All right. So while we're waiting for Stewie here to reply, what time is it? Because I'm curious. Because I always go to Google and I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. Because like I would love to race in Australia. Okay, so
That'd be some interesting dirt to race on.
12:45 p.m.
12:45.
Oh, I was so close.
So close. 11:40
11:40
a.m.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it could depend on what side of Australia maybe he's on.
Yeah, because it's a huge continent.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's
Okay.
okay.
All right.
You up, D?
All right, I'm up. If you
D.
didn't, D for Andy. If you didn't have bad luck, you'd have no luck. Obviously, this award goes to the team driver that had a streak of bad luck or a full season with bad luck. I have two.
Oh,
I have a feeling we
let
might
down.
have one of the same ones.
Yeah, I have one that more was a streak, but one that was actually a night.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with the streak. Ellie Hensley.
Solid.
Right, like
Not
she
what I
was
had.
flying.
Solid.
She was flying, but just crashed or engine issues or something. Like it felt like every night. My second one is Brian Strain Jr. because his engine blew up on the championship night. Literally had to win. He had to win. He had the thing sewn up. 2 laps to go.
Oh.
He has the lead by a straight. Motor blows up. And loses the championship and loses second because the top 3 were that close in points. Yeah. So, but all night, man, that thing was singing.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my 2 nominees for bad luck, or if you didn't have bad luck, you'd have no luck.
I have 2 as well.
Okay, let's go.
Complete polar opposites as far as division.
Okay.
I'll start with my original one I had, and that was Brandon Murtis. He was leading 3 features this season and got 2 flat left rear tires, and then his hood popped up on him.
The hood one,
and
yep.
he couldn't see.
Yep.
One of the coolest things we might have ever seen is not on the track.
I know.
Because he absolutely wheeled that thing for 3 or 4 laps, and he couldn't see nothing.
So he was on the week after that happened.
Right.
Yeah, so I was like, how did you see? He's like,
That was a spicy episode.
That was
a spicy episode.
We'll have to get into that when we get into the guest of the year, maybe. Okay, and then with the other one?
Ion Steer.
Well, he's been in turn 3 so much he owns that place.
Literally, the first line of my notes is wrecks multiple cars in turn 3.
Yep.
And the problem with it is, it was never his fault, honestly. Once he was caught in someone else's mess.
Yep.
Once his spindle or his brakes failed, one of the 2.
Yep.
And the third one was the poor track conditions on opening night. Granted, he made the decision to venture up to where nobody else was driving,
Mm-hmm.
but still, if the track was what it was the rest of the year, that probably wouldn't have happened.
Yep.
Both of these took both of them out of championship contention.
Yep. Real quickly, too, if you're at Wilmot and you're a driver or crew member, go walk the track. In turn 3, you'll see the wall go like this, and then it goes like that. That angle change is where Iron Steer hit the wall multiple times.
Sorry,
Seriously, yeah. I mean, we can laugh about it now. He's all right, but
well, if we're being honest, we laughed about the night that it happened. Usually,
yeah,
so
yeah.
with Ion, not behind his back.
Yeah. All right, Brandon, deciding vote.
I mean, it's hard because, you kind of look at it 2 ways where it's like you have a constant amount of bad luck. But to me, the one that sticks out is just like the most hurt, like, ouch, is Strain. I mean,
I agree.
I mean, the championship, you have everything to win it all, and then that hurts just hearing it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Derek left out a key part of that. Brian Strain Jr. dominated
He has
this year. Absolutely dominated.
Oh, wait. Yeah, he's got like 7 feature wins.
In like 8 races.
He won. I correct me if I'm wrong. If anyone's watching from Brian Strain's team or fans, I think he won like 5 in a row, or won 5 of the first 6 races.
I know
like
CJ was getting nervous because CJ has a streak at, I believe, 7 in a row in the
7 in a row.
sprints.
Okay.
And he started getting nervous that Brian was going to break it.
And this kid's
like
14, 15 years old.
I don't think he can drive a car on the street yet.
No. I don't even think he's old enough to drive a 604 win car yet. Like, the kid's a baby, and he's, like, dominating. He's so cool to talk to as well. Like, he's going to be one of the guests I'm going to really try to get on next year.
Yeah.
He's a really cool, down-to-earth guy. And
I feel like you could just feel that hurt. Oh,
Yeah.
man. That's
Like,
rough.
Like, I saw him come off a Fort, and I saw, like, the car's attitude change, and I'm like, the motor went either that or the driveline. Either way, it sucks. 2 laps ago. I was like, oh, and you lose the championship off of that. He did everything he could, too. All right, we have Brandon here.
Okay, we got the award of Hauler of the Year. This award goes to the team or driver that had the best hauler/trailer in our opinion.
I want to go first on this.
Go ahead.
I think we might have the same one,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to be the one to say it.
Yes, you can.
Hot Wheels Dave has an open 2-car stacker trailer, and it is the most badass thing
I think we're
to
done.
ever surface.
Because that's my vote too.
Yeah, we're done.
How often
We're done.
do I say it? The coolest one is that freaking double decker.
Yes, if you go to our vlogs, the Crane Racing vlogs, and we're at Wilmot Raceway, usually they're always driving by. When I got the camera on, I'm like, yes, that's how you
That's
know
like
you
the coolest
made it.
thing. It was like the first thing I saw.
Yeah. So the McKellips open double stacker trailer. To me, I say, when the dream says stacker, but the budget says open. So congrats to McKellip Racing. That trailer is the talk of the pits. Literally, all 3 of us, plus Autumn, Maddie, she's always mentioned
literally
it.
the first day.
Yep.
First day I was at the track. I was like, literally, we were walking past, and I was like, that's freaking cool.
Yes, it's awesome. And it's really well done. It's really well done. So congrats. Thank you, Jesse, for tuning in. We got Jesse McKellips here. Yeah, all right. You get the fun one here.
I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best French here.
Yeah.
Next, we have the Eau Ver Compensate, or in English, that would be overcompensate.
Overcompensate.
This award goes to the driver, the team, the crew, the hauler, who just feels like they are trying to make up for something.
Winky.
Winky.
Winky's in the notes. Winky. All right, I'll go first. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
You're good. Okay. I love this team. My brother drives for them a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But Colburn, man, with that big semi for your 604 wing car, I am sorry. Like, that is...
That's the big white semi, right?
No, it's not...
Or-
well,
They have
it's
the white semi with the
Motorsports.
blue and...
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
I
a
have
bunch of
picture of the
graphics
car
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says Tommy Colburn.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's great. Like, it's
a
amazing.
really cool trailer. Don't get me wrong.
For World of Outlaws. When you bring 4 cars to the track, it's
Right.
spares and engines. Well, I'm sorry, but for like local, I love you, Rod, and it's just fun. But that's my nomination for overcompensate.
So I kind of went the same route. The problem with this one is you guys probably haven't seen it or heard about it yet, but once you do, you'll know.
Do tell.
Ion Steer. That's all I'm going to say. You can give it to Colburn. You'll see next
I
year.
don't know. Ion saved us at least
Oh,
twice. this
yeah,
year.
because at the Fall Classic we were talking about, because he said he bought a trailer.
Okay.
But we're talking about this year, not next year.
Yes, correct.
So you're just
I
qualified.
could not come up with an older car. I tried and tried and tried, and I could not think of a good one.
Yeah, Ashley here says Colburn, the winner for sure. Robbie Worth, how's it going, Crane Gang? What up? Sorry, Robbie, I've been meaning to message you back. Last week, this week's crazy, but yeah, we'll meet up and talk. But yeah, sorry, I've been meaning to message you back. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so Colburn gets that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a potty break here in a second.
Oh man. I mean, you've been sucking them down like Coca-Cola.
I know. Gotta get through the nerves.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can make it to the bathroom.
Not even at the Statistical Awards yet.
Yeah, we'll take a real quick. What up, Will? Oh man, this is great. We'll have a little potty break after the last. After we get through, we'll
All right.
We'll run through these.
Do we have somebody to sing while you're gone?
Yeah, Kumbaya. Can you sing
I can
Kumbaya?
sing very corny.
I can't promise I'm gonna make it that far.
All right.
The sun pumps around the corner.
Yeah. All right, you go.
Go?
We can
All
talk
right,
about
all
that.
right, yeah. I'll get up here real quick. Of course, Jason Schilling, who allowed Michael Olsen on this. All right, I guess real quickly has to take a pit stop.
I'm the problem.
Oh man. Facebook, how are you enjoying the show so far? I know it's kind of touch and go with some of the awards, but it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Just slide him the bucket. Yeah. we I saw Ashley's comment. Yeah, it's a little delayed. Oh man.
Oh man, I'm trying to laugh and I can't laugh. I'm texting like Kyle now.
Yeah.
Elliot says this is great.
This is great. Awesome. Thank you. Ashley's gonna go explode. Let him go. Oh man. This show is making. Oh, good. Oh my goodness. We have our laugh track in the background.
We got a gaggle of geese in here.
Yeah. Oh man, I just saw our
Jared
volume.
brought me 3 beers. That's all I'm saying about it.
Oh man, I just saw our
Off the handle.
our volume levels in the red. We're gonna tune the volume down real quick a little bit. Off the handles. Let's go.
Back in here though, we're not gonna be laughing as much.
Oh man, this is great. Thank you, Elliot. Just fuck it. We might need it for throw up. I don't know. That one of everything was delicious.
Surprisingly
ordinary.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah, it was
I
surprising.
mean, really surprisingly good, and I really do feel like it would make a great mixed drink with a Coke.
In the Splenda. We didn't do the Splenda.
I don't think you need the Splenda if you're going to put it with Coke.
Yeah. Facebook, real quickly, what was your favorite award so far that we've
Do you
given
feel
out?
better?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
The best part was I come up the stairs, and as I'm coming up the stairs, you were saying, "Okay, go." At Ashley's computer.
Okay, go. Yeah, sorry, there's a little delay.
Like
too.
5. It's like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So we're going to get back into it. Cleanest Car of the Year. This award goes to the car who was spotless all year. Car came off the track muddy and hit the track clean as a whistle in the office sense. Whitest Sneaker Award. He wanted me to do another award. I'm like, I can't do that one. If you know The Office, you know which one I'm talking about. But yeah,
I can just say it. It's
No,
not,
no,
it's not
no, no.
inappropriate. Oh, we're going to
It
use
is.
it next year.
Yeah, we're going to use it next
We'll
year.
use it next year.
Yeah, we'll do it live next year. Cleanest Car. This one for me, it has to go to Ryan Marshall. Like that thing was. I felt bad that he jumped in his car with his race shoes on. Like he should have taken his shoes off before he sat in it. It was so clean. Even the polished chrome was like reflective. His mud covers, the car was immaculate. So that's who I would nominate for Cleanest Car of the Year.
Mine's kind of the same boat. It's a little biased.
Mm-hmm.
My
Ralph
nominee is CJ Malik. And that's because if you want to smell my hands, they still smell like WD-40.
Oh, gosh.
That car never hit the track with mud or previous race session dirt on it. It was wiped out with water and
Gosh, we're not going there.
yeah. So I mean, it's honestly this is gonna be a popularity vote for you because it's the same either way.
Yeah. So I will say this to argue my case. Not putting any shame on CJ's team or their hard work. Like there's a lot of cars that should earn this award, but CJ uses a lot of black. anodized.
That's the one thing I was gonna.
Yep.
If he chose you, I was gonna say it was the chrome.
Yep.
Or the polished aluminum.
Yep. Marshall used a bunch of chrome and a bunch of polished aluminum, and that thing was a mirror.
Yes.
Even his steering arms. I need to talk to him and be like, "How'd you get that
How do you get it
clean?"
that
Like
clean?
even in the little opening, you could see your reflection. Like he spent a lot of work and a lot of pride.
And
Shay
it's
said,
not easy. I mean, shoot, that was one of the first things I was taught to do when I got in the pits was how to get the car. First thing you do is you got the rubber squeegees and everything. Like you get all the mud off.
Mm-hmm.
Use it. That's like the first thing you teach someone when they're working in your pits is how
"Yep,
I'll
keep
concede
it clean.
on this
yeah,
one.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's where my vote
Yep.
was gonna go.
perfect." Ryan Marshall,
Our first, second winner of the night.
yeah. I know he's got another one coming up in statisticals too. Which when we get there, like, we'll just wait till ready to say
feel
how good.
shivers already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real quickly, Shay says clean cars go faster. Yes, clean cars definitely go faster because mud is weight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, you're
actually
not
right.
I don't
wrong.
know,
And
I'd
it's how
like
much
to carry
cake's
a
on the
little bit
car.
of that winning mud from
Mhm.
the last track with us.
I mean, you gotta think how much cake's on it. So
Willen says mine because it never left the shop. He did the emojis from like laughing to like nothing to like crying. Oh well.
That was a full cycle right there.
Yeah, that was. All right.
Okay, we got the award Rookie of the Year. This award goes to the driver who had the best rookie season. Could be statistical, vibes, or something else. This is for Wilmot Raceway, not the series.
Yeah, so we can't use any IRA if we're gonna go for rookies. This one was the hardest one for me. Did you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Okay.
I actually came up with two. I'm going to say my honorable mention first.
Mm-hmm.
My honorable mention is Jackson Canuck in the 4-cylinders.
Ooh.
And I did some digging,
Can't argue
and I
with that.
went for statistics to back up my nominations.
Okay, let's go.
So
Logical.
Jackson was a non-Wilmot member, so he was ineligible for points.
Mhm.
But he ran 6 features this year and had 4 top 10s.
Nice.
And by the way, that class had an average of like
I think it was
24, 26
yeah.
cars a night. So that's
Solid.
top. That's top half.
And
That's,
isn't he only like 15 years old or something?
yeah, 16 or
Yeah.
17. Like he's young. He's still in school. Yeah.
But my actual nominee for the award is Jason Conrad in the Modifieds.
Oh, I didn't know he was a rookie.
Yeah, he only raced street stocks in years past.
Okay,
So-
so give me the stats.
Jason was eligible for points. He finished 5th in points. He ran 7 features. He had 1 top 5 and 4 top 10s. The thing that stood out to me here, mind you, he had a flip on September 7th, a big flip for a DNF. But in his first 3 features that he finished, he had an average finish of 12.3. And his second 3 features, he had an average finish of 6.6. He completely cut his average finish in half in his rookie year. In arguably a pretty highly contested.
Was he a member?
Yes.
Okay. Did you say where he finished?
5th.
5th. Okay.
And you have Steve Mueller, you have Joel Crowbridge, Mike Winberg, who have been racing modifieds for
Yep.
Yeah.
Joel Seegert for years. That only
So
beat him.
I didn't realize that Jason Conrad was a rookie because when I was doing like for passing, here we go. We're kind of jumping ahead here. Joe Conrad. I mean, +9, -8 of the year for the features where he started. So he's like there. He's either moving up or he's moving down. He's not staying stagnant, which is good.
The big thing to remember with the IMCA or with the modifieds is they went off IMCA lines this year, so they go to a point average. So in a heat race, the lower point average always starts up front, and then it transverts into the feature.
Okay.
So Jason would start up front a little bit more often than a
He should,
Seeger
or
or a
would you say?
Crowbridge or
Okay.
a Mueller would.
Okay. So for me, the rookie of the year was a little bit harder to pick because like I really wanted to do Miles Dougherty. The guy that flipped really hard. But if I was going to argue him, I had to use a lot more IRA stats because he got hurt so early in the season. So not taking away from whoever gets rookie of the year, but I think
2 weeks later walking through the pits.
Yeah.
After what he went through.
with hard cast on his arms. That's who I'd like to nominate, but again, like I said, it's for Wilmot only, not a series. So I went for, where is it? Chad Stouthammer, Lightning Sprint driver. So he...
Very solid, actually, now that I
Yeah.
think about it.
So he finished 8th in Wilmot points, which is why I was asking. where Jason finished. He had 1 top 5, 3 top 10s out of 4 features though. So he was, but I do get that the Lightning Sprint has a little bit less average car count.
Jason had 4 out of 7 with a flip. So we'll say 4 out of 6.
4 out of 6. Okay. Yeah. So Brandon, I'm glad I don't want.
I'm gonna throw a switch up on you guys.
Okay.
Because you guys are talking a lot of statistics.
Dun dun dun.
But I think we have a lot of statistical awards already. So let me ask you guys this.
Okay.
Because we're talking about Rookie of the Year. You guys are looking at stats, but vibes. Who like I want to like who had the best attitude? Like who came out and really was Rookie of the Year?
So if we go by
Good
vibes,
attitude.
though, here's the thing: if we go by vibes, if I'm watching the Lightning Sprint and I'm watching Jason, I have no idea that they're rookies.
Okay.
I'll make an argument on this one, and you might not be friends with Jason on Facebook.
I might be. I don't know.
He is live on Facebook before qualifying or before.
Yes.
For doing a feature, every post might have ever made since he got that modified ends with "woohoo!" exclamation point.
Ooh.
He could be a nominee for Rookie of the Year, Participant of the Year, Team of the Year for the great stuff that he posts on Facebook. Like he is literally just happy to be there.
Okay. All right, Brandon, that's on you.
I feel like that's. I mean, he made a strong point.
Jason Conrad.
I think it's got to be him because I think we got too many statistical things here.
I
want the heart. Who is the heart of the Rookie of the Year?
Runner-up, though.
Jackson too. Yeah.
He's a great kid.
Yeah, I think like nothing against the Bandits. They was more in a higher horsepower car, but I mean. Jackson's going to be in a higher horsepower car soon. He's good. He's good. But like I said, nothing against the Bandits. Bandits are one of my favorite races to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
They are a barn burner. So again, speaks to Jason or Jackson. Jason Conrad got that one. Okay, congrats, Jason Conrad, on getting Wilmot the Benchie's Rookie of the Year. And now it's up to you.
All right, next up is our participation award. This award goes to the driver who doesn't care if they win, doesn't care if they finish last. They're just happy to be there. They don't really make many excuses, and every night has great energy surrounding them. I'll go first. I have 2.
You have 2.
I have 2. Kind of the same but different. My first one is... And it's a little funny that this is what I'm nominating for. Dan Wade. For the most part, I'd say 90% of the time, he's happy to be there. He could win or he could run 8th. And as long as he had a good time with his racing buddies, there's cold beer, nachos, and smiles at his trailer. My second one is Matt Vanderveer. Same as above, minus the nachos.
Nachos.
It's just kind of one of those, after everything that he's overcome, the fact that he can get back to the track every weekend and smile and walk around and talk to his childhood friends, his adulthood friends they've met in racing, and go out and kick everybody's butt.
And not to mention, I know he's friends with other people that aren't even friends with each other still. And he can kind of keep that. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a real good one.
And it was the second to last night of the year, maybe. He walked in the pits, and without causing drama to everybody, he walked from trailer to trailer to trailer of the people that he saw negatively posting on Facebook that week. And he questioned them about, like, hey, what do we need to do to make this better instead of posting negative on Facebook? Doesn't really go much in the participation part.
Yeah.
Just kind of an added, he's happy to be at Wilmot.
Well, now I feel bad because I saw your comment, Maddie, where it was like, I wonder who it could be. That's where I went. I was like, I feel like the first year for the participating award has to go to the participant. Ralph Johnson. That's where my mind went. But man, okay, I would argue Ralph Johnson against Dan Wade, but I can't argue Dan Wade against Vanderveer.
Yeah.
Brandon, if it's a gridlock,
I feel like that was just that's kind of
what
just bulldozed over there. It's hard because I want to give it to the participant.
Yeah, the participant.
But
yeah.
I mean, like you said, like not only it doesn't not matter if he wins or loses, but also, you know, he just loves racing and loves the people who love racing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a pretty easy answer.
So it's not that he doesn't care that he doesn't win, but he cares about the sportsmanship more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because my original vote on that was going to be Tom Eller.
Ooh.
Because he does. He loves racing. I mean, I saw him as a live event. Like, he doesn't care if he wins or loses. Like, he loves it. And it's not only at the track. Like, it's at home. Like, if he's like, I mean, if I'm on YouTube or something, I'm looking at stuff on, you know, sprint racing and you know, trying to learn stuff. And so that was kind of my vote. But I mean,
okay.
But we all know. I mean, once Tom Eller wins something, the fields will burn.
Pleasant Prairie.
Pleasant Prairie will burn.
It will be burning
Johnny C's
prairie.
better pull out all the fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
Don't forget, they're at Johnny's right now.
Yeah.
Happy
We need the food to still be there next week.
Johnny's Poorhouse.
Tom's a good one. See,
Tom's a good one. Yeah,
but
Matt's a good one. Yeah,
but I would agree. Matt definitely is a good one.
Oh, Jeff Curcio here. Tom gives up his car without thinking twice. I've been on that side of that. Marshall's been on that side of that. Like, he does not, like, you have engine problems or you flipped and you can't get your car ready. Jump. He's usually the first one. Ooh, that's a good one.
What a nice.
That might be for another award though coming up. We don't know yet though. So
yeah.
All right. So it's not a mistake. It goes back to you, Brandon.
Okay, for the next award.
Yeah, next award.
Let's see. We've got Team of the Year. This award goes to the team who goes the extra mile. Whatever that means, the first into the work area to help, multi-car team, and or helping new drivers. Go.
I'll go. Tom Eller.
Yeah.
Not only because he's pit right next to staging, but if I roll in there with a flat tire, it's always TJ that I see right next to me, like tell me what's going on in the back. Like, oh, your left rear shock's off, or here, throw this on. And usually our team is really good with bringing what we think we need to fix it, but I wouldn't push it past them if it's left rear shock, and he'd go into the trailer and grab a left rear shock to put on the car just to get through a heat race or the rest of the feature. So for Team of the Year is Tom Eller Racing.
Again, that's a sportsmanship thing.
Yep.
We really appreciate it as a team.
Yes.
I went with Tiny Horse Racing.
Ooh.
Ryan Johnson, Jennifer Rooney, Austin Worth.
They're also great.
Never see a negative social media post. They attend multiple events, multiple car shows a year to promote Wilmot and themselves. Yep. They show up with an army each week to support their team and the track, whether they're in the pits or the stands. And honestly, they're just a pleasant group that's good for the racetrack and good for the racing community.
Huge help at our live event this year when it started raining. They were there and they were helping take down stuff when it started raining.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, but I do feel like not that Tom Eller Racing's this way, but I do feel that racing has a lot of like, oh, they're bandits. We're sprint car guys. So we don't, not necessarily talk to them, but it's always like, well, yeah, you got half the cylinders, so like, you know, like everyone starts to bash on everybody. Oh, modifieds, you know, they take forever. Sprint cars take forever because they push off and stuff like that. But I cannot once, even if you're to offer me a full-time USAC ride for next year, give one example of tiny horse bashing anything. So
okay, this may be controversial, but I still think that the participating award should go to Tom.
The participant.
Yep. And I would agree with Tiny Horse Racing.
We already
Team of the Year.
We already. But it's Vanderveer.
I know, but see, when I look at it, when it says this award goes to the driver who, no matter their finishing position, loves racing. They don't make excuses. You know, I just feel like when he's there, it's just.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
He's having fun. Like, he loves everything about the sport.
Yeah, Brandon just threw us a dirty slider and we hit the brake and turned it under him. We're going to do it.
Right.
So Tom Eller gets the participant award, and Team of the Year goes to Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Okay.
Funny backstory behind that. I actually had to message Ryan today and be like, what is your team? Are you just all tiny horse racing, or like do you have something else? And it took him 4 hours to talk to the other two and be like, is this what we want to be classified under, or do you want to be something else?
Yeah, it's crazy. When he was on here, I was like, how'd that happen? And you have to go back. I think he's in episode. He's earlier this year. I don't even remember. I think they're great. They're so many great.
And sorry, Matt, there's nothing against you. Like,
but you win a lot.
This is.
Real quickly here, since we went back on Tom Eller, Daryl first. That's when Tom Eller wins. I'm going to streak across the infield. Harry Buttonall. Let's go. We'll have this concoction ready for you to get the courage.
Full liquid courage.
Yes.
Hashtag one of everything.
All right, cool. So team of the year goes to Tiny Horse Johnson Racing, and that also includes Jennifer and also Austin.
Yes,
because that's a 3-car team. So awesome, perfect.
That's team.
All right, Michael.
All right, last one is always the bridesmaid, never the bride. This award, it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, it goes to the driver that is fast, but just not fast enough some nights.
Yep.
Keeping it kind of nicely put, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go first.
Yep, go ahead.
And I got stats for this one, too.
You got stats, okay.
Oh, snap.
I'm going with Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen won 4 heat races this year, but he ran 9 features. He had 7 top 5s, 9 top 10s out of 9 features, an average finish of 4th, and not a single feature win.
Yeah, and not to mention he finished 21 points behind Tommy Sexton.
The Tommy Sexton.
Who had 3.
Yes.
And
beat CJ who
with
had 3.
Yeah, sorry, didn't want to rub that in your face, but yeah. Like, okay, all right. Maddie has a good one, Bryce. That's who I have.
Yeah.
I have Bryce.
Oh, look at that.
Now, I don't.
Minds on the Crane gang.
Like, I don't have stats like that, but I mean, Bryce is always,
You got quick time.
always in the invert.
Quick time multiple times.
Quick time with the American Sprint Car Tour when he ran with the steel box. I mean, he is bad fast.
Jason's comments me, you dropped my pen.
Yeah, there you go.
Still got more than you.
Oh, burn. We have Bryce, and that one feature that he was gonna win until yellow came, and who won it? None other than Trinity UTEC, which was a great feature win for her. But
that place erupted that night.
Yeah, like.
I feel like we've talked about this in last year with Bryce.
And it's crazy because we're gonna get to the statistical awards after this one, so I don't want to blow that one too much. But last year he was the anchor. Yeah. Not super fast, and now he's super fast. So he's again it just needs to flip that coin of luck and get it on his side. So that's mine is Bryce Andrews. So Greg Olsen, Meatball, or Bryce Andrews.
I mean, mine's just going to go back to we've got statistical awards, so I'm going to go with the heart of it, and I think Bryce is the choice.
Let's go, Bryce. So Bryce Andrew gets always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But I also have in the notes here, watch out for next year. Because the driver will be a serious threat.
Continuing to improve.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And fun to talk to. I mean, even his dad. I mean, I remember last year I had such a fun time talking to his dad. I mean, they're both passionate about it. And I think that pretty much describes it. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to transition into our second category of awards. It's going to go a lot faster because this was going to be the meaty part of the awards with some discussion stuff. But real quickly here, we got Autumn. The spirit of sportsmanship always needed to be a thing, and go to Matty V. Jeff Curcio, Eller Racing doesn't bash divisions and does anything he can to help. Easily team of the year. Yep. Like, honestly, first thing is Eller will come over. What do you need? And it's like, you saw that? You're in stage. Well, TJ told me. It's like, awesome, let's go.
I mean, even at the live show, I mean, everyone knew he was there.
Yeah.
And,
just on the contrary, Matt let Ryan Marshall get his first wing start last year.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. And then Ashley, I loved that race though. This is the Bryce one where the yellow came out and Trinity won. I love that race though. It was awesome seeing a female driver win. I know Jessica Branham won. I mean, Lightning Sprint. I mean, do you consider those full-time or full-size cars? Like, I feel like that's kind of like still on the miniature side.
We'll say intermediate.
Intermediate. So
bigger than
there
a
you go.
micro, smaller than full size.
So Trinity is the first female to win a feature in a full-size sprint car in forever. Like, I know Courtney Atkinson won features and bandits and stuff. Has she won in a street stock?
She won a championship.
She won a championship in street stock? Okay, yeah, so there you go. There you go. And then last comment I'll read out before we get into the second category here from Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. I was making sure they were okay with it, and I was at work. I'm sorry, Michael. We don't have a team name. Guess a team name. Okay, got it. For all of us, Tiny Horse Racing happened before all of us were running together. Yeah, I think it was something with Babbitt's.
Well, regardless, you still won.
Yeah, you still won.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Tiny
Congratulations.
horse.
All right. Like I said, the next two categories are going to go a lot faster because it's fan votes. We're not arguing them.
Stats. We're not arguing.
We can't argue with them because
The fans have spoken.
Yep.
Facts don't care about feelings.
Yep. So it's we're going into our second category, the Statistical Awards. This is presented by Palm & Auto. If you need a new car, new to you car, check out Palm & Auto. They got 3 locations in Kenosha and 1 in Racine. Tell them Crane Racing sent ya. All right, so it's Statistical. There we go. It is what it is, right?
Yep.
So I will say, though, I messed up that I added all the Wisconsin wingless traveling races. But then all the other classes I only did at Wilmot. So the only other class that would have been affected by that would have been the IRA Lightning Sprints, but I just kept that because I can't keep track of schedules. So there are going to be 2 awards. So it's going to be all the Wisconsin wingless are going up against each other, and then all the Wilmot classes are going to be going up against each other for each award. So I'll start off with Hard Charger. This award goes to the driver who passed the most cars from their starting spot in the A main. So top 3 in wingless, Trinity UTEC, plus 55.
Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Yes. And then, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
A 3-way tie for second.
Oh my gosh.
Ralph, the participant, Johnson. Jimmy Sivia and his twin, Alan Hafford, plus 65.
It's just so funny when they get like bunched together.
I know. And of course, it's got to be those 2 that are tied. Plus 65. And first is your champion of the Wisconsin Wingless Sprint Series, Zach Rader, at plus 72.
Jeez.
If you guys, for the Wilmot classes, if you want me to go into more details per class, let me know and I'll do that. But I'm only doing the top 3 for each class. So Wilmot class is top 3. Third place, CJ Malig in the Wing 604 went plus 37. Joel Crowbridge, modified, went plus 40. And we got a bandit winning a feature here.
What?
Ryan Andrews, bandit driver, plus 46. The black 3 car.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. So congrats to Zach Radart and Ryan Andrews for winning Hard Charger.
Nice. Well,
Nice
next
job.
up, we've got Throw the Anchor.
The best one.
This award goes to the driver who lost the most spots in the A main, and Derek want me to say this specifically. DNFs do count.
No, they don't. They don't. I knew he was going to say do. The DNFs do not count. Why kick a man when he's down?
No, they don't count. So for our wingless bottom 3, Johnny Fall at third place with 32.
How many? Yeah, third place.
Down
Okay.
32. Second place goes to Mr. Alan Hafford, down 37. And first place with a tie, 2 of our previous rookies.
And guests. Or
Yeah,
no,
and
wait. Tristan has not been a guest.
Justin's not been guest.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Our first
Coming
place
soon.
is a tie between Tristan Furseth and Bryce Andrews at down 42.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. Wilmot classes bottom 3. Third place. Actually a tie.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to a tie between Joel Siegert in the modifieds and Terry Hildendorf in street stocks, down 22. Second place goes to Mr. Dan Wade in the Wing 604, down 24. And our first place loser,
Another.
Scott Carpenter in the Bandit, another Bandit, down 32.
The fireball. If you've been there, you've known. You know
Just
what
imagine if
which
they were
one.
grub getters.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Next up, we have One Quick Whip.
I like that name.
If
Yeah.
you
Whip.
notice the word
Like
quick, you probably assume that it's the guy with the most fast time, or gal
Or gal. Yeah.
with the most fast
nice
times.
Job, nice job.
In the wingless cars, it was Tyler Cuxhouse with 6.
Nice.
And in Wilmot classes, probably the reason I got to announce this one, CJ Malik with 3.
Yeah.
Maybe.
woohoo!
Maybe. Yep. So congrats to your 2 winners there. And again, if you guys want to know the full stats, I can post that. It would be really hard to read, but I'll or maybe just post the link to my spreadsheet.
And a reminder, if you did win an award tonight, reach out if you want that award.
Yes, exactly. All right, packing the heat. This award goes to the driver with the most heat race wins in the wingless. None other than Ryan Marshall, who hasn't started a wingless race event since I think it was August 3rd. Like that was his last race.
Yeah.
And he still won the most heat race. Now there are 3 drivers tied with 6, but Ryan Marshall gets packing the heat.
Wow.
And then Wilmot classes, you have Nick Petska in the Lightning Sprint with 3, Joel Crowbridge in the Modified with 4, Blake Cruiser and Robbie Olsen in the Street Stocks with 5,
Yeah, Blake.
and then Ryan Andrews in the Bandit with 5 as well. And then Ian Steer gets the most heat race wins with 6.
Nice job, Ian.
So congrats to Ryan Marshall and Ian Steer.
Okay, our next award is Parked It. All right, I think I need to say it with more oomph. Parked It!
There's an exclamation point.
Because there's an exclamation there.
And it's bold.
And it's bold. This award goes to the driver with the most A-main wins. Our wingless driver goes to Tyler Cuxhouse with 5.
Yeah.
Our Wilmot classes, Brian Strain Jr. in the Lightning Sprints with 2.
Nice job.
Up to Tommy Sexton and CJ Malik in the 604 with 3. Steve Mueller in the Modified and Blake Cruiser in the Street Stock. And Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson with
Great
the
job,
Bandits
guys.
with 4.
So yeah, that is a 3-way
Wow.
tie for
Wow.
most feature wins with 4.
So we have to split that award up into 3s. That's gonna be
I'm just
tough.
gonna get one and throw it on the ground and hopefully it breaks into
Breaks
3 like Kyle Busch.
we'll just get the cutter out or something.
Yeah.
We'll make it fun.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Next up, we have the Janitor Award. Goes to the driver with the most clean sweeps. And we have multiple drivers tied with Uno. Tyler Cuxhouse, Zach Radart, Josh Gehrig, Ryan Marshall, and Brian Strain Jr.
Wow.
all successfully had 1 clean sweep this year.
Nice.
And if gun pointed to my head, I'm going to give it to Josh Gehrig because they only had 2 nights where they did qualifying, and he got qualifying heat and the feature. So, like, if someone really wants something, like, hey, it's got to go to Josh Gehrig. Yep. Now my mouse doesn't want to work. Stupid battery. There we go. Now it works. Predictions. This award goes to the person who made the most correct predictions on our weekly predictions post on Facebook. Did I mention this was predictions? Because after I printed it
I
and
don't know.
read
Why
it,
don't you
I was
say it
like,
one more
One more time,
time?
what is it?
Yeah, one more
predictions.
time. Okay.
Predictions.
Predictions.
Just making sure my
Like
tongue is
foreseeing
getting
the
right.
future.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Prophecy. Got it.
When I reread them after I printed them, I'm like, I said predictions way too many times. All right, so in third place, we have a tie with Braden Schmidt and Giovanni Tackles with 27 correct predictions.
Wow.
Sean Stikes with 36 correct predictions. And Charlie Landcore with 80.
Whoa.
And he didn't even do them all year. So thank you, Charlie, so much
Jeez.
for participating. Like probably late spring, early summers when he jumped on it. And then he just... So now when you go to the track, just go to Charlie, the photographer in the infield, be like, hey, are you predicting us tonight? Because if he says yeah, you got a good night coming.
I'm going to take one more potty break
Go.
while you announce this last one.
Okay.
Small bladder problems, man.
Okay. Our final statistical award goes to the Double Duty Champion, the DDC. This award goes to the driver who accumulated the most points in a single night with driving 2 classes. 7 drivers did double duty at least once.
Nice.
But your top 3.
But your top 3 for this year Third place is a tie between.
No.
Oh.
They're no ties.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. There's just two names.
Yeah, two names.
Third place goes to Braden Schmidt and Giovanni.
No, that's mine.
Huh?
You're doing double duty.
Oh, I'm sorry. Double duty. I'm looking at the wrong one.
Congrats, Braden.
Wow. My brain jumped up for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Third place goes to Ralph Johnson, 366 points. Second place goes to Alan Hafford, 522 points. And our champion, Mr. Chris Klemko himself, 755 points.
Woo-hoo, Klemko!
Boom,
Wow.
let's go.
Way to go.
Yep, and he did double duty between the non-wing and the 410, and the 410 and the wing 604. So
Sheesh.
yeah, and so did Tater.
Shuffle up and deal.
Yep, and Ralph did double duty 604 wing wingless, but then he also ran a 604 wing car against the 410s when they ran. So
Gosh.
yeah, Jesus, give him a picture. Oh man. Charlie Lancourt, the King of Wilmot. That's from Jason Schilling. Way to go, Charlie from Summer. Yes, let's go.
You've been given the instructions to use the trash can next time.
By the guy that's going to streak when Tom Eller wins. Oh, man. All right. So, we're going to transition into our third and final topic or
This can be
award
good.
category. Yep.
Mhm.
Presented.
I think we're literally going to end exactly when you thought we were going to end.
Yeah, I was like, probably about 8:30, 8:40. Fan voted awards. This is presented by RevTech Manufacturing, who are making the trophies for us. If you want your trophies, they'll be supplying them. The 3D printing, molding, anything you need. Great company right here in Kenosha. So check them out. Fan voted. So we had 207 people vote. 4 nominees that were made by them or other people. So thank you guys so much. And then again, thank you, Ashley, for doing this today after I closed it the other days. So these are in envelopes. We have no idea.
Sealed envelopes.
Well, not sealed. I told her, don't seal it because I don't want to be like...
Yeah, rip it up. It makes great sound content.
It's great for content.
It has been babysat. Though.
Yeah, it's been...
I mean,
Yeah, she did it like right before
and
everyone...
I've been here.
Yep, exactly. So
I
the
validate your results.
Thank you. For your fan voted awards, you get best looking car, guest of the year, crash of the year, bright future, which is for any driver under 18, not necessarily driver, but also crew members that have a bright future in racing. Female driver of the year, the people's champ, and crew chief of the year, because I forgot crew chief of the year, so I'm just gonna tag it on the back. So when you guys open it, it's gonna say the award on top. When you flip it, there's going to be the top 3, not in order. So say the top 3, and we'll try to guess who's going to be the winner, and then you flip it the rest of the way,
And it's got the
winner.
All right.
Cool.
I did instruct Ashley if there's ties to let us know whether they're, and then also if it's really, really close with the voting to kind of put with the points away. Because I think if you finish third but you're 2 points out, I think that's pretty good. 2 votes out, I think that's pretty good. So yeah. Ryan Johnson, hell yeah, we won our trophies. Let's go. All right, so we're going to actually kick it off with Michael.
All right. First fan vote award is for best looking car.
And again, we have no idea who this is, obviously, otherwise it doesn't make them.
All right. Your top 3 are, and this is not in order, Alan Hafford, Tyler Cuxhouse, and CJ Malik.
All 3 of those are good. I know I've always said all year that Tyler Cuxhouse has been like the cleanest. Like it's just so nice.
It's hot.
Yeah.
If I had to pick the winner without opening this, I would say Tyler Cuxhouse.
Okay.
See, here's the thing. I went based off the pictures, so I can't remember off the top of my head whose car I voted for. But I did vote.
Give color.
2 are blue and pink, 1's black and orange.
No. Alan's was the black.
Oh,
and
the yellow
the
car.
black and
You're
yellow
right.
one.
Oh, man.
Because
Yes.
someone nominated taters,
Specific
but I didn't
where.
know which one, and it was after he released the black and yellow one, so I was like, well, I don't know which one.
Which,
they
in
mean.
my opinion, was better looking than his.
Super stealthy.
And I'm a huge advocate for the Miami Vice colors.
Yeah.
Probably been the blue and the pink would have probably been who I voted for.
Blue and pink, that would have been Cook's
Cook's
House.
House.
That would
That's
have been Cook's
probably
House.
what I voted for.
Hey.
All right.
With 59 votes, your winner is Tyler Cook's House.
Oh yeah,
Let's
Tyler!
go.
Cook's House!
Cook's House gets
Love it.
quite a few awards. All right, I have Guest of the Year, voted on by you guys. Now, obviously, for Guest of the Year, there was no nominations. It was just all our guests that we had in studio. So, Guest of the Year. Ooh, this is saucy.
Beans.
This is saucy. Not in order.
Cruiser.
Tom Eller Live,
Okay.
which was at our great sponsor, Hold My Beer, Kenosha. Ryan, Tiny Horse Johnson, and Jennifer Rooney, and Jimmy Sivia. Now, if you want to go back and listen to those, Tom Eller was episode 17, Tiny Horse and Jennifer were episode 4, and Jimmy Sivia was episode 9. All right. Man, all three of these, you're a little early.
Am I early?
You're
I'm
jumping the
sorry.
start.
3 years in.
You're going to the back now.
Okay, sorry.
We'll give a row 2.
Pass
Yeah,
the
row
show
two.
up cone too
Yeah.
early.
Yeah. Here we got some hearts from Tyler Cook's House. Nice. All right. Man, out of all three of these, I enjoy all of our guests.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because
They've
I
all
don't
been
want
great.
anybody to feel bad, like, oh, he's here.
And those are definitely the
really
top
are.
three that I would definitely say I have so much fun with.
There's so many of them.
I'll be honest, my vote is not on there.
Oh.
All right, who'd you vote for?
My vote was the Matt Vanderveer, Alan Hafford episode because it might have been the funniest content we've ever watched on social media.
Now
But
I'm gonna go back and watch
if
it.
If
You
I
have
voted-
to understand their background and
Yeah.
their childhood
Yeah.
to understand it.
And they also had, for Spotify, though, if you didn't know this, there's also a bonus content.
Yes,
There's a
and
bonus
that was
episode. And
Better even.
yeah, and I would have counted that as a part of their episode, too. So, like, go check that out. I think that's the one I voted for, too. I didn't nominate anybody because, again, I didn't want these fan votes to be my friends, the people that I'm closest to. So I left all the nominations to everybody else, but when it came in, I voted for who I thought should get awards. Man, but Sivia was a fun one. Eller was a blast. Ralph Johnson and Jennifer Rooney. Like, all three of these, I can remember something about them. But
You said Ralph Johnson.
Ralph Johnson, sorry. Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. He won't come on. Ralph Johnson won't come on. He's too famous. I'm gonna go with Tiny Horse and Jennifer Rooney.
I'll agree.
You agree?
See, that's a hard one for me because I've been in here with all of them and I've interviewed all of them and I have so much fun with every one of those people.
Yeah.
Oh man, I probably gotta say Tom because I feel like I always
Tom
have fun
Eller,
with Tom.
okay.
Like I'm a talker, he's a talker, and we have to like just stop.
Also, hashtag hold my beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold my beer. Yeah.
And that
All
was
right.
so much fun.
All right. Now you're gonna do the drum roll. Tiny Horse and Jennifer.
Nice.
The fans have spoken. 37 votes, which is crazy because like a lot of these were nominations, so there was like 6 or 8. There were 24 episodes
Yeah.
that they could
Yeah.
vote
Nice.
for, and you can vote for more than one episode just because I wanted it to be more like because I knew that there's a lot that were really close. All right.
Okay. Crash of the year. This is gonna be a saucy one.
Oof, yeah, it is.
Okay. Not in any particular order, but our top 3 here. First one is the Ralph Johnson, David McKellips crash. Johnson lands on McKellips' hood.
Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That had jazz hands.
You said Ralph too.
Did I say Ralph too?
Yeah.
See, what'd you do? You did it to me.
Sorry.
You should have just wrote Tiny Horse on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, can we do that next time, please?
B.
Jesus.
This one hurts. Tristan first at flip and turn 4.
I knew when I saw that one coming, I knew that was going to be the top
Yeah.
3 for sure. I knew that was going to be a top 3. That
And our
was nasty.
third option. This one hurts too. Ryan Marshall flipped down the back straight.
Do you know? I wasn't sure which one was going to be in the top 3, but those two are in the top 3.
Yeah.
Like I can't like both of them.
I actually
Just change my name, guys, from Ralph Johnson. I mean, Tiny Horse.
I'm the one that on the post that nominated Ryan Marshall's.
Yes, thank you, by the way, because that was one that if it wasn't nominated, I was going to put it there anyways. Real quickly, Ashley says, was I riding Ralph? No. We're not used to seeing Ryan Johnson next to each other. It's always Ralph
Tiny
Johnson.
Horse.
It's Tiny Horse. Yeah, sorry. All right, so back to the serious one, Crash. Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost want to say that it's going to go to first Seth, only because...
Gnarly.
Well, both of them were gnarly, but first Seth had the backboard and it was right in front of the stands.
Yeah.
Ryan Marshall started halfway down the back chute and ended in turn 3. He got out of the car.
First that broke the
But
fence.
yeah, so that's where it's like
Yeah.
but hey, the fans have spoken. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
first Seth.
We could talk all day, but
Yep.
it's always going to be back to the fans. What do you think?
Okay,
You're probably going to go with...
My vote's still Marshall. That was
Okay.
wild.
I was going to say Tristan, because that one hurt.
And also Daryl first Seth says
And they were both bad. All three of them.
Tristan's dad, Daryl says Ryan Marshall seemed to like it was forever.
That's the difference. Ryan's was length.
Yeah.
Tristan's was height.
Yeah.
because Tristan dropped
Yeah.
like a rock. I hate to say it that way,
Yeah.
but he really did. His car just came.
One though, I will say real quickly, I was surprised that was not nominated. Doteries, flipping.
Yeah.
I was.
Sorry.
too.
Yeah, I was surprised, but I'm gonna
My
play by
first
my own
Walmart
rules.
race
Yeah.
Freaked me out, but I kept coming back.
All right.
Yeah.
The people have spoken.
Here we go. The award goes to
First Seth.
Ryan Marshall.
Oh!
73 votes.
Wow. That's congratulations on that one. At least you got an award for
Way
it.
to wreck me,
Yeah.
man! Woo!
I mean,
Congrats,
Full
but not.
send.
there's got to be a contest here between Ryan Marshall and Tyler Coxhouse for most awards tonight.
Man, I got it. And Tiny Horse.
Yeah.
And Tiny Horse.
Yeah.
You mean Ralph?
Yeah, Ralph. Ralph Tiny Horse. Yeah. Oh man.
All
Okay.
right. Well,
So
next.
actually,
Call him the Tiny
let me
Horse
actually
now?
do crew chief of the year. There, let me jump in here. Yeah, because again, like, not that there's anything for the beginning of the words, but I'm trying to like crescendo it into like the people's
okay.
champ.
The
Like,
people's
yeah,
champ.
yeah. So all right, so I got crew chief of the year again. This is because I couldn't count correctly, and see, this is the one that was the template because I can't count. So Ashley used the template one. So thank you for writing this. So I'm glad I got this one. All right, so crew chief of the year. Your top 3 for crew chief of the year, not in order, obviously. See, I had to write that down too. Tyler Maligue,
Fingers crossed.
TJ Eller, and Alan Hafford Sr. All 3 stout.
Like,
Yeah, and they can pour over some tea. Yeah, exactly. You know,
that's what you're there.
my heart goes for TJ. My heart goes for TJ Eller.
I'm biased here.
Yeah, you could say Tyler.
I watch it in the garage at the track. Tyler, he prepares 3 of the most badass cars at the track every weekend. Well, not every weekend with the 410, but I mean the results speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. And what people don't know behind the scenes is CJ, he works a lot, and he does not get much time to work on those cars. And Tyler, without batting an eye, will drive to Missouri and back on a Friday night to make sure that car's at the track Saturday.
All right, my heart goes for Tyler. Sorry, no, TJ. I'm sticking with TJ. And Brandon.
I mean, I gotta go Tyler probably, just based off of, what I hear.
I mean, also my heart goes for Alan Hafford Sr. just because same thing with like my dad and
Listen, I'm just
dad.
biased over
yeah.
here, that's all.
All right, drum roll, please. TJ Eller, 65
Eller.
votes. So congrats to TJ Eller on crew chief of the year. Oh, there we go. All right. So now it's back to you. So.
Okay. All right, next up we have the Bright Future Award.
Anyone under 18 doesn't have to be a driver, just someone that has a bright future in racing.
Our nominees: Colin Sivia,
Ooh.
Brian Strain Jr., and Evie Is it Mikos?
Mikos. I think.
Mikos.
Yeah, Mikos. Ooh.
Teddy bear.
That's Teddy Bear. Yep. Man.
Wait, who were
Brandon.
the top three again?
Colin, Teddy bear, and
Brian Strange Jr.
I feel like I might be a little bit biased, but I gotta go with Colin.
Mm-hmm.
I always have so much fun talking with him, and
I've watched him turning wrenches in the pits.
Yeah, I mean, I know since the first day on the track, he was there and around and doing God knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the kid is just everywhere.
If he's not wrenching on his dad's car, he's wrenching on his grandpa's car.
Yeah.
If he's not wrenching on his grandpa's car,
he's running around to other people's
Hensley's
pits,
car.
like, you know, jumping in your car so that he can steer it while someone pushes. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the kid is just everywhere. I mean, talk about bright future. Like, he not only has the bright future, but he's got the attitude for it, and he's a go-getter.
And also bad, fast in a go-kart.
Yep.
Yep. I'm going to go... Man, out of those
Even
three...
your mom says Colin.
Even my mom says Colin. Okay, and Kendall Coxhouse also says Colin has not only a bright
That's the
future
second
racing in
Coxhouse
life,
who said Colin.
but he's an amazing little human too. Oh
Yeah,
man,
he is
okay.
awesome.
You pull on my heartstrings,
Yeah,
guys.
Versus, I mean, come
okay,
on.
all right. If he doesn't win this, dude, I'll go Colin. You said Colin,
Yep.
and who do you think?
I mean, I nominated Brian, but that's because and Colin was already nominated.
Yeah.
But I nominated Brian. I think strictly off what you see every weekend, Colin's gonna be the winner. Though.
Okay.
Ready?
Looking forward to it. All right.
Now that
With 79 votes,
ooh,
that might be the most yet.
I think so.
Colin Sivia.
All right. Woo! Woo!
Congrats, Colin Sivia, on Bright Future. So, again, let me know if you want your awards. I keep saying this, though, just in case someone else just is logging on just as we're going. But, man, okay, awesome. All right, I know this was kind of shuffled out of order just because of I forgot Crew Chief of the Year, so sorry about that. So I have Female Driver of the Year, which I was very happy that someone actually voted for or nominated a female for Driver of the Year too, not just Female Driver of the Year. I was like, oh, that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sexist. I like it. All right. So, Female Driver of the Year. This goes, to your top three. Trinity UTEC, Jennifer Rooney, and Evie Mikos.
Solid.
Solid again.
Field. Solid field.
Yep. Man, all three of these I could argue why they should get Female Driver of the Year, and they're all three different reasons why I would give. Because Trinity UTEC won a feature against
was third in Hard Charger.
Yep, with third in Hard Charger against a very stacked 604 wingless field. Jennifer Rooney also sacrificed her car for a night to let Hunter drive. Senior fifth gear, and she's always easy to talk to and just
great attitude,
helps with fans and
super
just
helpful.
does a lot for racing. And same thing with Evie. She's she's a rookie and she's door banging with the guys. And holding her own, she's not really kind of sissy-footing it. So, like, all three of these, I could argue.
Big one fan says Jennifer.
Yeah,
my gut says Trinity, though.
I'm a numbers guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've heard me talk about it, and no offense to Jennifer or Evie, I think Trinity's stats, I'm a stats guy. They back up why. I mean, she was at the top in categories with all the guys, and I'm Trinity.
Real quickly, too, I was surprised Elliot Hensley was not nominated. All right, go ahead. That would have been someone I would have been like, ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Because the numbers show, Trinity, who did really great this year. But, my heart also wants to go for Rooney. I think I'll have to go for Rooney.
You're going to go for Rooney? All right. The people have spoken. Yeah, you're good.
I feel it's Trinity, but...
Trinity UTEC with
Nice job, Trinity.
the highest number of votes so
Wow.
far.
Woohoo!
Triple digits.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
101.
Holy
It's hard
crap.
not to get
That's
into
about
a
darn
girl
near
that's
unanimous at that
feature.
point.
Way to go, Trin.
50%.
Yeah.
Nice.
207 people voted. That's 50% of people.
Nice.
And I know you could vote for two. I think it was two
Yeah,
females.
yeah.
So, like,
I mean, I think those
That's
were the two
amazing.
people I voted for when I did it.
Yep, same.
Alrighty. Now back to Brandon. He's been quiet for a little bit.
I know, right? That's weird for me.
Amen.
Okay, we've got Driver of the Year.
Oof. This is a heavy one, guys.
Here we go.
Yeah, these are like female driver of the year, people's champion, because that talks about your stats, but also your personalities,
Yep.
and traits. So
Okay, our 3 in no particular order. Ooh,
saucy.
yeah, this is a good one.
Okay.
Our 3 are Zach Rader,
Ooh. Okay.
CJ Malig,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
jeez.
and Matt Vanderveer.
Oh!
This is a
Talk about a
tough one.
catch-22.
Yeah,
Talk
this is a
about
tough
bait
one.
and switch. It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
This is
Oh.
very hard.
Yeah.
Like, so obviously, we know the background with CJ.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent time as a child in Larry Vanderveer's garage with my dad and Matt when he was still not even old enough to drive a car on the road yet.
Yeah.
And Zach and I go way back too.
Yeah. And, like, the hard part with this one is, like, going into the championship weekend, Ashley asked me, I don't know why, but who could win the Wisconsin Wingless Championship? And I was like, I think it was Sivia finished second. I was like, it's either Sivia or Radar. And she was like, I like Sivia, but Radar's like a fresh face of a champion. Because, like, it's kind of like, we're kind of getting in that cycle of, like, the repeat winners winning championship stuff. So she's like, that's just a really nice, fresh personality winning a championship. So, ooh, that's tough. I mean, I'm
not picking.
Oh, man.
See,
So
that's
yeah,
actually what I was
I'm
about
not
to say.
picking.
So
I
I'm
said
gonna throw
this is
something
so
out there
tight.
for you guys to think about, though. What did Vanderveer do in the Fall Classic?
Yep, because this was for the whole year, not just points racing.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying, the way he drove that car in that last race of the year.
The 604 against the 4 times, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Vanderveer.
I'm not picking.
You're not picking.
I have too many ties.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
three
yeah.
of them.
Yep.
He trashed
Can't do
the
it.
410 race that 604.
Yeah, that's hard because literally as I was reading this off, I'm like, this is such a tight 3.
And
I don't know that I could really
Since we
even.
ripped
Look at
you off
Ashley.
from
She says,
before.
Matt, obviously.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ashley.
She's the one that wrote the answer.
Oh, is that a hint? Is that a spoiler?
But yeah,
Or
I
is
mean,
she
this
trying
is
to throw
this
us
is.
off?
Oh.
Oh.
She would try to throw us off.
She's a sneaky one like that.
Yeah, she's a sneaky Pete.
Yeah, this is just.
Never underestimate the sneakiness.
This is a very tight top 3. I mean,
It
a
really
very
is.
heavy one. All 3 are just such excellent racers.
So far,
Thank you, Doris.
I really hope that this is a one where all 3 are like 2 points apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that would
A
be
three-way
great.
tie would be
Or
pretty
three-way, yeah.
I will say
You don't want to
just
throw it.
because I feel like I need to vote for it, even though I don't want to. I'm gonna say if it's a win, it's got to be very close. But I will also go Vanderveer.
Okay.
That's
And-
my guess.
All right, Doris Harvey here says, love all you guys, but Matt definitely drove his butt off in the classic. Yep.
Word.
Yep. All right.
Give me the roll down. Our winner, driver of the year.
Woo!
54 votes goes to Matt Vanderveer.
Matty V!
So that means that it was tight. If it was only 54 as a
Yeah,
winning,
it
that
has
means
to
it
be
was
tight.
tight.
I wish we knew what the totals were.
I could
on that.
once we get done with those last
We'll pull
one,
it
I
up.
can go
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know what
Then we'll
that.
take a
'cause
final potty break and come back to this.
I'm good now.
Yeah.
I just drank a lot of water
You
today.
broke the seal too early, man.
No, the problem is the Bears and Packers played yesterday, and you can't watch that sober,
No.
especially as a Bears fan.
Especially by 1 point.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
That's
get
your
it if you're a
problem,
Bears
man.
fan.
That's
If you're a
your
Packers
problem.
I
fan,
couldn't watch the last few seconds. I was
I mean, if you're a Packers fan,
As
it's
a
really
Packers
easy to
fan.
watch. You got a beer in one hand and a brat in the other. You're gonna go.
Yeah. All right, so the last one here, which is I would say like the crowning fan vote, because it's in the name of who's voting, is
The people's champ.
yes.
All right.
Here we go. This all or nothing, and I know that there's some drivers in here because it's nominated. And I'm like, I am glad this is on the fan vote, not for us 3 to decide, because that would have been nasty.
And in my heart, I feel like there is only one right answer to this. Your nominees are Derek Crane,
What?
Tim Cox, and Tom Eller.
I just
man.
I just want to say Derek's team was really slacking and did not recognize him for as much as we should have. I apologize, but we were trying to keep it fair and clean.
That one surprises me. When I saw something, I think Tiny Horse nominated him. I'm like, all right, I'll put myself in there, but like, who's gonna vote? Like, I suck. Oh man,
this is gonna be like a gym moment.
I
in the
nominated
office.
Tim Cox, and I still voted for you.
Oh snap! Sorry,
Is there about to be a cake in here with your face on it? Like
it could only be you. That's what's under the helmet. No, I'm kidding. This is cake. This isn't my real helmet. No. Oh man, I'll let Brandon start.
I mean, that's a hard one because. And how many votes did we get on this one? It was 2, right?
Yeah, I mean the only way. Yeah, I think
and honestly, the 2 people I picked were you and Tom Eller.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I will say the one thing that was really nice about it is like you didn't nominate yourself, and none of us nominated you for it originally. So it was someone else who put your name in there.
The curve if we did.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to keep it.
I mean, I voted for you, but
For
Thank
sure.
you.
I didn't
Well, yeah,
nominate
I would not. If Autumn was like, Derek, like, no, sorry, no, we're not gonna grandstand on our own show.
But I mean, I mean, like I said, I've said it a million times today, and I always enjoy talking with Tom. He's got such a passion for the sport.
And he's a helper.
Yeah, he's a helper.
He's a helper.
He just really enjoys everything about it, and he wants to help people enjoy it more.
Mm-hmm.
And you, I mean, how many people have you brought into this sport too? I mean, myself and pretty much everybody on the team, random people from church. Like you're always like, hey, you want to come to the track? Like
You're making me blush. Stop it. Real quickly, Matt Roebuck here. Yeah, no, Matt Roebuck. Got to be Tim. If this is equal to Dave Darling, and that's kind of the wavelength with when I was like, oh, they've got to have a People's Champion Award.
Your mom is in deep trouble now.
Oh god.
No, wait, what? Tim
No.
Cox, yeah, no, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I mean, blushing.
Without opening it, I would say the People's Champ of Wilmot. It goes back, probably about 35 years now, I believe.
Good,
maybe even longer.
Not me.
It's got to be Tim Cox.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
For
I voted for
35
Tim Cox.
plus years, he has been giving the shirt off his back to get people in the sport.
That's true.
He let Clayton drive his car for half a year this year.
Yeah.
Want a feature in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
and he will talk to anybody.
Derek talked us into this 5 years ago at Beaver Dam. I'll never forget him. I got pictures of you standing by the car too.
Hey, at least he didn't get Dan Waded.
Yeah, that's true. Or what's his name? Denny Smith. That was a good one. Yeah, I voted for Tim, so I'm going to say Tim, just based off of the fact. Okay, think about this: how many guys run up front in the Wisconsin wingless that Tim has his fingerprint on of helping them?
Well, and I'll even bring this into the play.
Me, Nathan, Marshall, Clayton, Cuxhouse.
Right.
Like, the reason why the Wisconsin wingless is so strong is because of him. Because the series can only be as good as their best driver, and I still think that it's Tim Cox.
And well, looking at it this way, so coming to the track, surprisingly enough, like Tim Cox is a name that I knew before I even came to the track. And honestly, I think it's probably one of the first people you were talking about with me when we were at the track, just who he is and about him. Because we had probably talked about if I knew anybody there, and that was a name that I had known just growing up in Kenosha and going really only to the track whenever we'd have like the fairs and stuff. So I mean, he's been in it for like you said, 35 years. Wow.
One more prolonged thought.
No, longer than
that.
Yeah. He's been.
Yeah.
I know.
champion.
Right. I know that he has raced at Wilmot for at least 35 years. Because he raced against my dad 35 years ago.
Yep. Man, whoo, this is good, man. I'm glad I don't have to decide this one. I hope, because you know what happens if it's a tie, we have to vote.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So I hope this is not the one that's a tie.
I think you might be finished. We might be finishing.
Yeah, I'll be finishing that before I start talking. That's for sure. That way you can understand me. Okay. So we've spoken. The people have spoken.
The final drum roll.
The final drum roll of the night.
Tom Eller.
Whoa!
69 votes.
Let's go, Tom!
69!
Giggity!
Nice.
Tom Eller, 69 votes.
The people really have spoken.
They
Yes.
have.
And I mean, that's fair because I think we were talking more about statistically what the person has done for other drivers.
Mm-hmm.
But in the description, it's like the
It's-
one you always cheer for,
Yep.
that no matter where they're on the track. So I was thinking that, and that was my prolonged thought. And I was going to put that in there, but I'm like, I don't want to make you guys change your mind to like, oh, wait, if we're going off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So Tom Eller is the people's champ.
But we better watch out because, I mean, even for this award, he might burn down Pleasant Prairie. We're just lucky it rained tonight.
Yeah, seriously. The wood is wet. That's what she said.
Oh, God.
Two up.
Johnny Z's might be in danger.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say, there's
Yeah.
enough alcohol in there, it could get going pretty quickly.
Daryl first at Tom Eller, 69 coincidence.
One may say 69 OG votes.
69 OG. Oh, man. Alrighty. So, in a quick recap, and I will open up the survey here so we can see exactly the numbers if you guys are interested. But your award-winning people, so when you see them at Wilmot, congratulate them.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure some of them don't even know that they're doing this and that they won an award.
Well, there's one out here you won't see in the
Yeah. So Crybaby of the Year goes to the Party, Bill Barty. Shit Talkers of the Year go to the twins, Alan Hafford and Jimmy Sivia. That's their new nickname.
Hashtag twinning.
Twang. Social Media Post of the Year award goes for the fun social media post, Dan Wade, and the most memorable is Ryan Marshall. If you didn't have bad luck, you'd have no luck. That goes to Brian Strain. Hauler of the Year goes to McKellips Racing with their awesome open double stacker. Eau Ver Compensate. Goes to Colburn Racing. Cleanest Car of the Year goes to Ryan Marshall. Rookie of the Year goes to Jason Conrad. Participating award goes to Tom Eller. Team of the Year goes to Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride goes to Bryce Andrews. Your hard chargers go to Zach Radart and Ryan Andrews. Throw the anchor goes to Tristan Furseth and Bryce Andrews and Scott Carpenter. One quick whip goes to Tyler Coxhouse and CJ Malik. Packing the heat goes to Ryan Marshall and Ian Steer. Parked It award goes to Tyler Coxhouse, and a three-way tie with Steve Mueller, Blake Cruiser, and Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson. Janitor, I'm going to say goes to Josh Gehrig just because he was in a Fender car and they don't normally qualify. But when they qualified, he won qualifying heat and the feature.
Nice.
But there was a 5-way tie. Predictions goes to Charlie Landcore. Double duty champion goes to Chris Klumko. And then the people that have spoken. Best looking car goes to Tyler Coxhouse. Guest of the Year, Tiny Horse Johnson and Jennifer Rooney. Crash of the Year, Ryan Marshall flipping down the back chute into turn 3. Bright Future goes to Colin Sivia. Female Driver of the Year, Trinity Utek. Driver of the Year, Matt Vanderveer. The People's Champ, Tom Eller. And Crew Chief of the Year, TJ Eller. So father and son getting awards.
That's why
tonight.
Johnny Z's is truly in danger.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Beth's there with her birthday, and there's a bunch. I mean, it's
Boy,
not.
if they don't turn Poorhouse into a barn burner
Yeah.
tonight. Woo!
So again, guys, if you have won awards, I will be tagging everybody that have won awards. But if you're listening and you won an award, please message me. Not on Crane Racing, but just private message me. So that way I can get those out to you shortly. Probably bring them to the Wilmot Banquet. I mean, most of these people will be at Wilmot Banquet. So we'll be doing that. I have here, if we have a little time, we'll play a game, but obviously it's 9
Zero
o'clock. And I was like,
time.
9 o'clock is where I'm just
Yep.
really like, okay, we got to end the show. But, man, did you guys have fun or what? I had fun.
I did, yeah, man, that was a good time.
As we're closing out here, Facebook, please comment for at least the fan awards. So, best looking car, guest of the year, crash of the year, bright future, female driver of the year, driver of the year, the people's champion, crew chief of the year. If we should honor these winners for next year's awards. So, for instance, it will be the TJ Eller Crew Chief of the Year award. Should we honor yes or no? Because I asked Ashley, she's like, I don't know. But she's like, I'm not a racing fan. But yeah, just let me know.
What do you mean? Like, what do you
So
mean?
the first winner of the Benchie would now have the Benchie named after them.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Crybaby of the Year will be the Bill Barty Crybaby of the Year. So just yes, no.
Really enjoying that one.
I'm sorry.
Rhonda Sexton, yes, with like 10 S's after it. Yes. I think yes.
I mean, that would be kind of fun.
Like, you know.
Yeah, like
It's a lighthearted
fun.
thing. Would you change it
Yeah.
every year? Would it always be the
We would change it
winner?
every year. We would
Yeah.
change it every year.
Okay,
For
to
the 3
honor-
years.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
Okay.
I think that'd be fun.
I think that would be fun as
Yeah.
a nod to the person who
Yeah.
won it
Yeah, the previous
year.
winner. Yeah.
Yep.
As long as the
Oh,
I
that's the
forget what
alternative
award it
Crybaby.
was, but the Crybaby.
Crybaby?
You've been drinking NA and you're having a hard time talking.
The
Good thing you didn't give her that
Crybaby
stuff.
I did not give her
Crybaby
any
one
of
would
mine.
be like alternating every year, just so it's split custody still.
Oh,
Oh,
the
you mean
shit
the
talker.
shit
of the
talker,
year.
shit
Yeah,
talker.
that one.
No. We'll call it number 1 and number 2.
We got the twins.
The
Shit
twins.
The
talker of
twins.
The
year.
Twins
I mean, like,
Award.
with
the
a
Twins
Z, though.
Award
With a
is-
Z.
With a Z, because we're hip,
Maybe
right?
even 2.
Because we're hip. If we didn't announce we're hip, we are not hip.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, Willow, for watching Willow's Waving. I voted yes. About the ties, though.
That's right. Come in with the melted butter
Yeah, melted
champion.
butter. Let's go. Let's go. Not sure if we wanted Tristan first named after us. I mean, yeah. So again, like, there's some where I'd be like, no. Like, okay, so for
Okay,
real,
we'll move on from the previous year, though.
yeah, it would move on. But honestly, though, with the like, no shot to Bryce, but this is Bryce's second year in a row getting Anchor of the Year, so it wouldn't be the Tristan Anchor of the Year. It'd be Bryce because he's consistent. But consistency, once you find speed, you'll be consistently fast. So it's not the worst thing. Yeah. So okay, that was a fun idea. I'm glad that a lot of people are saying yeah. So that's a cool idea.
Ashley was overruled.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she's the only no so far. Well, I mean, Daryl's a half. And then also, please message me or comment. I'll have a question of the week coming out probably in the next week or next 2 weeks, 3 weeks about what awards we should bring on and which ones we should get rid of. Again, when we posted it yesterday, there was someone I'm like, ooh, that's a good one. Like super fan.
Yeah.
I saw that one. The one that made me laugh until I had to pee was Promoter's Pet. I
Yeah.
saw that one. I'm like, that's funny.
Ouch.
I don't
I
think I'd use
probably
it.
would have sat out of the voting on that.
Yeah,
one.
that one I wouldn't have done, but that's kind of like for us just to
Yeah.
giggle about. Like,
We'll talk about that when the camera's off.
Yeah. We'll talk about that on the live audience show after we go offline at the live audience show. Yeah, so just comment if there's any more. There's some good ones. There's some ones that made me laugh. And if there's any other ones on here that you're like, yeah, we could do without, let us know because like this is great. Like I've had so much fun. Season 2's been great. Season 3's gonna be better.
Yeah.
Thanks to Brandon here with the tech side. And yeah, it's just a lot of. So thank you.
Yeah.
Another one I was gonna do, I was gonna throw in here real quickly, was like Crane Team Member of the Year, but then I'm like,
How do you narrow that down? We're all pretty awesome.
you are.
Just saying.
You are.
Listen, I bring cake and food.
She feeds us on shop nights.
Listen,
Maddie
every-
does tires
Every team needs an
too.
amazing auntie. I'm
Where's the
just
Yeah.
food
saying.
tonight?
What would happen if the car had no tires?
Sitting here, I haven't
Not
eaten
a
since
lot.
noon today.
Scott Coxhouse, hey Daryl first, Seth. How about the best signature pick? Ooh,
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think next year we should do best T-shirt and everybody submit a picture of their T-shirt.
Their team
We're gonna
T-shirt.
have a pretty awesome one.
Ooh, I like that. Because again, this is not supposed to be. Well, like there's some serious ones that I really want to honor
Okay.
people.
Right,
But-
but also like Eller Time is pretty freaking fun, right?
Yeah. Like yeah. So there's the one that I love, Eller Time was good, but the one where he's flipping, because his initials are TE,
Uh-huh.
ET,
Oh.
out of this galaxy. Like that one was chef's kiss.
I can't wait for ours. We gotta get it designed up.
You know what we'll do? Maybe
Pretty
next year
awesome.
too. We might do like best meme of the year from a team.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got some ideas,
We got some
guys.
ideas.
TikTok of the
Like I
year.
said, this was our first one. I know it was a little
TikTok
rough.
of the year.
TikTok of the year. No,
Top TikTok. of the
top
year.
TikTok. That's gonna go to Garrett Eitzer because he's got like what 37,000 followers
Yeah,
or
he's
something.
famous.
He's famous. Last week's guest was famous.
We can also save some of those fun ones for
I'm not saying
our
for
live
the
event.
famous. I'm saying for the one.
Ooh,
Like people's vote.
I like that on the nose.
Think about it.
Yeah. My mom. Yes, ETT is the best. Yeah. Oh man.
Whose mom is that?
My mom. My mom.
Are you sure?
She's awesome.
The
Scott, you're gonna need a 3-hour show then. Yeah, no.
What are going to be that many?
Oh, you
Yeah.
enjoyed every minute of it, Scott.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Elliot gets extra cookies.
Wait, what do you say?
He says Autumn's a great auntie.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Oh man! So thank you guys so much. But we're gonna send it over here to Brandon to start wrapping this up. Brandon, who'd you like to thank?
Shout out to my wife and my kids, my support team. Right.
Good answer. Your favorite.
Yeah.
It's not Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer.
It's been a crazy year, but we keep on trucking through, and as things get easier, hopefully, I'll continue to be able to spend some more time around here. I mean, both these boys are definitely going to be into cars. So I mean, Jack's already only wanting to play with Dean's cars.
Nice.
And
Starting off
Dean is
young.
all about vroom vroom,
Yeah.
right? Every time I floor it in the car, he's like vroom vrooming.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice.
So I'm sure we've got a future racer there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. You guys keep trying to get him. You guys.
We got a
keep
good
trying to-
support team too.
You guys keep trying to talk me into doing racing stuff, and I'm just like, I know where my lane is, and it's in not modified cars like you guys
But
think,
modifying
cars. But you might be able to convince one of my sons, and I would support them in that.
Okay. Real quickly, there's a reel that I did with the sim racers to the real thing where they're like, it's a Pastor Guido or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, I've never done it, but I've watched, so I think I know how to do it, and I could do it, but I've never done it. I saw someone that was like, you're making fun of sim racers, and I'm like, I'm not making fun of all sim racers, just the ones that expect handouts because they're good at a game.
Okay,
But-
Derek, who can actually race, go ahead and put him in one of those World of Outlaw sprint cars.
Seriously, because there's a huge difference. I know race car drivers know this. There's a huge difference between driving a $100,000 World of Outlaw car on a game versus a $100,000 World of Outlaw car in real life. Where you're running at Kokomo and you bounce off the wall and you're like this close from tipping it over, but that's the only fast way to go. So, but when you said modifieds, I was like, he's a modified guy, and I'm like, well, I mean, I could come up with a reel about modifieds. They're the confused group of racing. Are you open wheel or are you fender? You're just.
I feel like
love modifieds. I love modifieds, guys. You guys are awesome too.
Got to shout out to Outrageous because this hat is pretty sick.
Yes.
I get comments on it all the time. So.
Yes. Yeah, shout out to Outrageous. We have a few hats left. Very few. I'll probably be making a Christmas post here shortly. Maybe do a not Black Friday. No. I want our employees at Crane Racing to have the day off on Black Friday, okay? So I'm not doing that. Maybe Thursday.
On Thanksgiving.
You can Black Friday, but not
How about the
Thanksgiving.
night before, which is the biggest bar night of the year? We can get them while they're drunk, and maybe they'll buy extra hats.
Boom.
I'm just saying. Hashtag
Let's
marketing.
go. Yep. All right, and Tiny Johnson, that was funny. That's me and I racing on dirt. Rhonda Sexton, we seen that last night racing a game, right, Michael?
You should see Tommy Sexton trying to race the World of Outlaws game. It is
All
not
I'm
good.
saying is in a hotel room when you're waiting to go to Circle City, when you put about 10 of these guys in a room, it gets real fun. Derek even stands for the national anthem.
Well, it's the national anthem.
Well, so
It
we.
goes, and Derek stands up with his hat off.
Yeah, throw some respect on those colors.
After the game yesterday, we sat in Garrett's basement. It was me, Garrett, CJ, Tommy, and then CJ's brother
Donald's
Tyler.
Wi-Fi.
And CJ
Donald's
is
Wi-Fi.
not good, but Tommy is atrocious.
I feel like I would fall into that Tommy. Okay, how fast do you think I'm on the World of Outlaw game?
Off of the quick times.
Or racing the AI and stuff. Top 5, top 10, top 15, towards the bottom.
Well, you gotta race on easy difficulty, so you better win.
No.
No?
No.
No, really?
I can't even throw a slider correctly. You can ask
Oh,
Hunter and
World of
Elliot. Yeah.
Outlaws? Weren't you the one that was riding the wall just hanging
I
on
told
the
you that in
outside?
confidence.
They were both doing it.
I mean, you did edit it out of the blog, but yeah.
But I still have the proof.
No. I got it in the vlog. I got it in the
Snap,
vlog.
I still have all the proof.
Yeah. I ride the wall at Mill Ridge. It's the fastest way with the full time.
I'm not good on the World of Outlaws game, but I am pretty darn good on iRacing.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be good on sim game like iRacing,
Mhm.
because that's the most like it. All right, Michael, who'd you like to thank?
My parents for bringing me into this world, and the 7 people who have tried to get in a car accident with me the last 28 hours that have not taken me out of the world. And you for having me.
Oh, stop it! Oh man, thank you guys so much for coming. Like I know Brandon and I were kind of like throwing this idea out. It was around the live audience show. Like, should we do like an award show? And then when we saw the people, thank you to everyone that showed up at the live. Like, we've been in the last 2 weeks at Hold My Beer
Twice
in the last 2 weeks.
Once a week.
And they loved it, by the way.
They loved it.
We hope you love them.
Yeah. So stop by.
Yeah, get out there. I mean,
not only did they love because it was packed, but they were like the quality of people that you brought, and that's just a racing community. I feel, in general, they're like, you guys can come anytime you want.
Yeah.
And if I can throw an axe, anybody can throw an axe.
Yeah. One eye or no eye.
If your brother can throw an axe, and he got
Upside
it on
down.
he got it on the wall a couple times.
Yeah.
I think would be really cool is look at the turnout on how many people like want the trophies. I think it'd be cool to have, and if it's a hit, do a live show and end the voting early. Have Ashley go and get the top 3 nominees. But you're invited to this live show.
Like
you are
like the Emmy. So like
and
if you're
have,
nominated,
last year's winner present.
Oh, can you imagine Tom Ellers?
Dude.
Oh, that would sell out in an instant. Yes.
You better write that down. You better write that down.
That is a good idea.
That is a bomb.
Write that down for another marketing idea.
The Benchie spot with Tom Eller.
Presented by Tom Eller. And then under there, TJ2. Because TJ won an award, dude. I'm just, like, that's the thing. Like, we were kicking this idea around, and then I'm like, well, if we're going to do a fan vote, then it's a popularity contest. But then at the same time, I'm like, well, I don't want every award to be a vote. Right. But I don't want every award for us to decide, because we have our opinions on certain drivers. So I think it went really well. But I'm just really glad that the people that won, if you're, like I said in the beginning, if you were nominated to begin with, that's just crazy. That people think, not that you're that bad and people are thinking about you that highly, but that you were actually nominated to be a part of this. So thank you to all our followers and everything. I like to thank Kenosha Plumbing, Next Gen Pumps, Pullman Auto, RepTech Manufacturing, Rouge Helmets, Ashley Bree Photo, Painters Plus, Bane Nelson, Jack's Helmet Design, Pinnacle Media Productions, Daybreak Church, Mirror Image Coatings, Toro Tents, Hold My Beer, Bricks and Minifigs of Kenosha, Art Rageous Apparel, Wise Guys Barbershop, David Crane, Kathy Crane, Jeremy Crane, Kylie Crane, K9sforyou.org. Let's go!
Becky's still looking for a home.
Yeah, she's nice. She's track ready. Right? She's track ready? Yeah, that's right. She's track ready.
She came on the Fall Classic.
That's the Fall Classic. Yeah. She's track ready. And next year to the Chartreuse mud covers. And then special thanks to Ashley, my beautiful wife, mom and dad, Mark and Gail Crane, Big One fan Kyle, Caleb, Nathan, Lauren Cooper, Ladders, Dave's not here.
Senior 5th year.
Little crap, you know who you are, Elliot. Senior 5th year, Blanker Fluid. Trying to think of all the nicknames as we go. I'm Deuces, but yeah. Just thank you to everybody. And yeah, it's been real fun. This was supposed to be the last show for the season, but I had 2 people reach out that wanted to be on. And so the next 2 shows that we have are not in studio. Will be in studio, but they are far, far away. So next week's guest, next week's guest, sorry.
Zoom racing podcast?
We're stepping our game up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Technology.
So the next show is 12/2. So the first Monday in December with Jonathan Keck. He's a 360 wingless driver out on the West Coast.
Nice.
He did the non-wing nationals out there this year. We've been talking kind of all summer about setups and stuff. So really happy to see how that's going to transition into some of our out of studio stuff. And then 12/16, for the first time I will be announcing this. I'm waiting for the aunt to look. But 12/16, Trace Mailer.
Count me in! Woo! We're gonna surround
Yeah.
the studio with Crane Racing.
Yes.
He was such a stand-up dude at Circle City. I cannot wait.
Yes. His whole family, too. So we have Trace Mailer on 12/16, which will be the Christmas special. So if you want to come, dress up in Santa gear, Grinch stuff. I don't know. Yeah. I dress up as a Grinch. I like the Grinch. Even though I love Christmas. But yeah, so that's the next show. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. Have a great Thanksgiving. And again, just message me if you want your trophies. I'll get them ordered here, and we'll get them out to you hopefully before the Wilmot Banquet in January. And yeah, so thank you again so much for coming in, Michael.
Absolutely.
This was fun.
Great talking.
Absolutely.
Yep. And thank you, Brandon, for everything this year.
Yeah.
So excited. So excited to see what the podcast, the Bench Racing podcast, does in season 3.
Yeah.
Thursday, News Leak. Make sure you're following Crane Racing because there's a post some people might actually be interested in.
Ooh.
So that's
Just
going to
some
jump.
people?
Some
Not
people.
every people?
Not every people. There's going to be a specific group that I could see really liking this, but not everybody. So yeah. So anyways,
Thursday morning?
Thursday. Yep.
You set an alarm.
Because
Because I'm old like that.
Oh man, awesome guys! But thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Deuce is here.
And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next
Later.
time.
Peace out to all the Girl Scouts.
Peace out to all the Girl Scouts. And stop streaming.